last we met our crew: Elric, the Goliath fighter; Callisti, the Tabaxi wizard; Jackal, the shifter fighter; Odin, the human cleric; Rowan, the tiefling ranger; and Zephyr, the Asimar druid. They all had split their paths once more, finishing out the rest of their downtime week with a decision half made. This is giving themselves the rest of the time to prepare for the journeys to come. Jackal had begun to research a bit more into that book of his that he found that he had been given in that in the library of Gravencliff. After taming it, he got a bit of work done, but soon, before he got into any real information, had to take a break while he dealt with a slight nosebleed that he had going on. Odin, after taking a well-needed break while healing the sick and injured after taking care after the incursion. There's the word I was trying to read. From Marthane's burnt hand, has rejoined the party and has reintroduced himself to Callisti and Jackal. While Elric, Rowan, and Zephyr all went out to try to find some employees to man the shop while they're out of town. We take a second to look into what Jackal really saw in that book. Can I get a high wind noise from the Watch Together?
High wind.
Like sandstorm?
Do we have one?
I
Like
don't know.
Darude?
Sure.
Just a... No.
I mean, you could use some of the dark music I use.
Let me try Sandstorm Ambience and see if I can find anything real quick. This might work. This good, Jeebus?
That'll work.
Okay.
Jackal, while you're in your slight trance after taking a delve into the book, you see from a third-person perspective a older man, human, sitting in front of a campfire in the dark of a desert night. There are 2 full moons sitting in the sky, and he is writing in a somewhat familiar-looking book. Which you hear coming, not out loud, but kind of echoing as he jots the words down. My next adventure is about to begin. Another tale of Herman P. Delarousse, dungeon delver and man of mystery. For my latest delve, the shards of Gehenna that fell to the face of our lovely country of Jordova have opened up all new kinds of adventures for men of like myself. The travel from Estithor to the Terra Feralis has been quite difficult, but traveling the sands of this desolate era have proven even more challenging. Between the beasts that bleed fire, the unwelcoming lands, and the hostile locals, I now have cut my meek food supply in half already, and I haven't even made it in. But that is for another day. Tonight I must rest while, after the travesty that I have endured, tomorrow I enter the rift to see what is on the other side. And that is when you are shunted back out of the book. Your nose begins to bleed.
My eyes and ears too, because I took 6 points of psychic damage. Oh, Ah, it was Herman. Jackal's only reaction is like, books aren't supposed to hurt you, right?
You know, you seem to do that a lot. You know, bleeding from all holes. Want me to check it out?
I'm looking for important information, but yeah.
Really got to take care of yourself more often. Haven't you heard the saying, curiosity killed the cat? Walk over to his face and kind of wipe away a thin of blood, and I'll cast Cure Wounds. No? No.
I think there was a saying, something like that. My head
Hmm.
hurts right now.
Well, why don't you take a rest? Got plenty of time. At least,
Good idea.
I hope.
Thanks, Odin. Callisti, I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm just gonna go to this corner and pass out.
Sure. Now, seems I missed something while I was gone. Y'all gave me a bit of a scare walking in. Thought I had a spider on me.
Callisto, are you muted?
Moogle, I think you're muted.
Muted, Callisti.
What's going on?
I said,
Jackal just had a nose, eye, and ear bleeding from the book, which you remember seeing in Odin.
Oh yes, yeah. The psychic damage.
Now he's just in a corner.
Oh, he's fine. He'll deal with it.
oh, use now, but I was more so wondering about, what gave you all the shock when I came back. I didn't necessarily know what we're doing, but it seems, there's been a decision of some sort made.
Callisti kind of turns and looks at Dulciana. Looks like, how much did they tell you before sending you over?
None. Just none. They're not very good with information, sending. There's more so just follow your gut. None.
Sounds like Lorelei, really.
She's good nonetheless. She don't gotta tell me much. But, I would like to be informed on, why everyone is so pressed about it.
Well, Dulciana, would you? I mean, I don't really know what to tell him right now. You know, are they gonna raise his brain if we all disagree?
Most likely.
Right.
Oh, by the way,
No, don't touch the brain.
I did agree. Just in case it matters. She kind of runs over next to Jackal. Okay, let's get the blood off of you.
Well, I'd like to be the shepherd rather than, well, follower. I'd rather get my own opinion across before I make any decisions. What is it that we're making a decision on?
Well, mainly, to aid in a somewhat secretive war effort to keep one of the most valuable beings on the face of the continent alive. She smiles.
And that is
A young man named Drake.
Drake.
Yes.
And what makes him so important? And why does he need protecting?
He may be either the reincarnation or son of your god. He's platinum.
Or possibly the
Platinum.
reincarnation.
Now listen. You sure it's platinum? I mean, silver gets confused sometimes. They can be all shiny and all different kinds of courses.
Yeah.
Even gray dragons, if it's really platinum.
Well, we checked. when his breath went from cold to radiant, it kind of solidified things.
If you don't know, that doesn't happen very often.
Well, I mean, this is great. I
Is
don't
it?
see the issue in this. Absolutely. If we have an heir to Bahamut, I mean, surely we can win this war.
What about
Sure, he's
the
still
other
young, but
possible problems that come along with, having two gods with the same power?
mm,
The possibility of others being remade?
Or universe collapse.
That one?
I really doubt.
Oh, the fact that
any
we
of that
already
would
have
happen.
somebody who's pissed off Primus in the castle currently.
Well,
Actually,
that
that
is
was
another
a theory I
worry.
wanted. Oh yeah.
But I'm sure Bahamut had a plan for him. And even if there was no plan for him, he's fallen under the same good that a platinum dragon holds. I truly doubt there will be any other issues. And if there's another reincarnation of something more maniacal, then we can deal with it. We just don't want to go back to the Dark Ages. That's all.
Right.
And I doubt
Biggest problem. The boy's currently cursed.
that. And we tried to, the remove curse spell.
No.
Calliste's just turned and stared at Odin
Mhm.
like, do you realize what room you're in?
I understand that, but
The most
there's
powerful caster
curses
is
of high
literally
level.
standing on a stool in front of you. No, we haven't tried to remove fucking curse.
Well, there's
Second
multiple
most.
types of curses.
Exactly.
Just running through the steps, that's all. I'm not, that comment wasn't an undermine to what your potential is. I'm just trying to cover all bases. Do we know what the curse is?
No.
How do we know he's cursed then?
Well, the fact that it can't turn into a fucking dragon.
Wait, was it a true polymorph? Are we sure it was a curse?
Well, see, we've I forgot to put an NPC's name. It was a wizard.
Trinity.
Trinity has already tried that. Nothing works.
Wait. Is he resistant to all spells?
All shapeshifting ones.
That's expected, though. I thought dragons necessarily, couldn't get polymorphed.
Has he been poisoned?
We're not poisoning a
Possibly.
platinum dragon.
No. There's certain extremely rare metals that can cause shapeshifters or anything with shifting abilities to be stuck, though it usually causes reversion to the original form.
Oh. Gotcha.
To be honest, it hasn't been that long since the attack. Oh, it's only been a couple of days. We've been trying several options, but I don't know what's wrong with him. I just assumed cursed just because that sounds the scariest.
It is the most likely.
Okay, so... Right.
Jackal kind of shakes his head a little bit to get the ringing out of his head. And says, "Wait, you said two people, same power. Could it be that power got divided between them and they're no longer whole?"
Oh, right. Dulcie,
in-
I had an idea.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned our friend in the basement.
I hesitate to call him a friend.
Well, whoever he is, I was code wording it. Sorry. Our anomaly.
Who?
A wizard who decided that time travel was a good fucking idea.
Yeah, real idiot. But okay, if we're looking at it, what if? I mean, okay, assumption made. Bahamut, if I'm not mistaken, has pretty much existed since the beginning, correct? No
Essentially.
understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Everything technically should have a beginning and an end.
In a
Because
sense.
the chaos of the universe is counterbalanced by its own weird balancing act with Primus and, order. Theoretically, if it hasn't been considered, Drake could technically be Bahamut before before Bahamut becomes a god. Ideally, we could be looking at a other situation of, the beginning of Tiamat. But theoretically, this is all theoretical. I just came up with it last night in the fit of, what I do.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, theoretically, if the catalyst actually wasn't paradox, but it was a theory of the cyclic time function, that maybe there is a paradox that is actually going to occur, but basically, what if
Just hasn't happened
Marthane
yet.
is Marthane or someone close to Marthane, under the assumption that they are becoming godlike? What if we're not actually looking for a counterbalance on the other side that would be to Drake, but it is starting to exist in that perhaps Marthane is trying to become Tiamat and inadvertently actually is Tiamat?
She puts a hand on your shoulder, and it's nice and cold, and it kind of diffuses the wires.
Yeah, there is a lot of poof.
Callisti, without any actual information, we are going to need to take this one step at a time.
You're right. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun.
No, obviously, perfect. It's fantastic psychological reasoning, but even if that is true, even the Lord and his party can do nothing to stop it right now. So take your big brain and think small picture. Like, what are you going to do next week? Fuck, what are you having for
Depending on
dinner?
what we're going to do to protect him, I guess, if we all agree with it. And we don't completely forget that this week happened.
Don't worry. I will be casting the spell, even if you do say no. The only thing I will be specifically removing is any information about Drake.
Oh my god, I'm going to lose so many hours.
You might have a problem.
I'm having a problem keeping up right now.
Most people do, especially with this one, but take bits and pieces of what she says when you can. Is one of the smartest people I know.
I'm just old.
Right.
Think brain short circuiting on me.
I guess the easy way to put it is, Platinum Dragon, do you want to protect it or not? We're being offered a job.
Well, of course, it's my divine duty. Any platinum dragon is something I worship. Something that is my friend. Family, even.
Okay. So I mean, the other option is the universe collapses in a week and, or months or something, and we're all gone, so it doesn't matter.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go see if I can help Jackal some more.
Maybe
Jackal,
get him
more
some
blood, Jackal.
fresh air. I heard, oh, what is it? Oh, I heard that Talani has her stall open today. Maybe go, get him some airier clothing than that armor he's still wearing in the middle of town.
Probably.
I mean, we kind of got attacked multiple.
You're not wrong.
time.
To be honest, you're not wrong. I'm just, a spellcaster. Can't even wear it.
Yeah. Just maybe some fresh air to help lungs and help brain. Still hurts a little bit, and then hearing all that. What's a Primus?
God of Order.
So that's a good thing, right?
No, he's kind of an ass.
Yeah. That's kind of the weird thing. If the universe existed entirely in chaos and then out of chaos created order.
No,
because
no, no.
chaos-
Just
Yeah.
walks over, just puts that cold hand right on the base and like nape at your neck, just to stop.
He's just not as forgiving as others. That's all.
Jackal also kind of just very gently places his hand over.
Sorry.
Okay,
We're in a
Hold on.
library.
it's all right. It's
Oh,
all
are
right.
we?
It's just
I
my
didn't even
brain is
notice.
still hurting from the book of
Oh, right. Blood all over.
book of weird juju thing.
Don't worry, I'll
I'm
deal
doing
with Reyna.
something. Right.
I need to go get a new. Oh, no. I'm fine.
So you coming with us, Odin? Since
Of course.
sure the others would be happy to see you again.
It has been a minute, yes.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
still hesitant with this thing.
While you guys gather yourselves up and finish your conversation, we'll head back to the center of town to Elric, Rowan, and Zephyr, who have just finished purchasing a couple cases of. Did you buy tequila or gin? I forget.
Tequila.
It was one
Tequila?
barrel
Yeah.
of-
Tequila.
Hold on. I think it was Odin returns.
Tequila.
I'm pretty sure it was tequila. So
Yeah.
there was 2 barrels. I just know that. I don't know if it was one tequila and one something.
No, we
else.
got
It
2
was
tequila
both
barrels.
Oh, 2 tequilas. Okay,
Yeah.
Just making sure. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Mm. Uh,
Okay, well, we still need to find people to hire.
yeah. I mean, are we not heading to the what was it? The Druid Fields. You said you wanted to go buy some wine, and maybe there might be some people there, considering Nestor might be up there.
Oh, that's right.
Did say it was to the east, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, sounds good.
Maybe we should also check on Jackal and Callisti to make sure they're not killing each other or dying in the library, and actually get outside for about 5 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think they'll be okay, but we can go check on them.
You never know. Callisti might have tried to do something stupid by reading like too much stuff and probably give herself overload or something. Alright, I guess we'll make our way. Is the castle like the way to the wine fields or no? Caboose.
no, so you guys would be in the center of town. You would be heading pretty
Okay.
much directly east.
Okay.
Peace.
Music stop. West. Yeah, I guess we'll just go head east, because I don't... There's no... God, I have to look through all the list of people again.
I am
Gravencliff...
keeping track of our money, by the way, that we have
Okay.
for the
Uh,
specific shopping.
I had all the names pulled up on my laptop.
Okay, good.
I just don't have the laptop right now.
Oh no! Don't worry, all the names are in the Gravencliff tab, and most of them are the ones we need. I just have them all open, so. The one we're looking for is Nestor currently. And then we'll kind of work our way down. But, so yeah, I guess we're heading at least to the castle for a minute just to make sure how the rest of our party's faring with their nerd bull or their nerdy stuff, and then we'll kind of head to the druid fields, I guess.
Sounds like a plan. I'm just gonna tell you about guys on the Graven Cliff map because they were heading out while you were heading in.
Oh, wait. Oh, then
Howdy.
Rowan's
You're
gonna
still-
run up and hug him as tight as she can. You're back. And she's not letting go. She's just holding.
What? You know I got poor hips, right?
I told you you missed.
Hi.
Hi. Missed you guys. It's been a minute.
Oh,
Y'all
definitely
live
has.
watching. For sure. What happened to your voice?
You and I are going to have a long chat later.
Righty then. And you two especially, seem you're doing off well. Did you sell the fingers?
I did.
And whose poor soul got that one?
You don't need to worry about it.
We also want the other 5.
Apparently, they were elf
Sorry,
fingers.
they're out of stock.
It was a very eccentric person that also wanted a manticore.
Which we acquired for them.
Okay, nothing changed there.
I have more fun things to sell.
Oh no!
Nothing belonging to someone else, right?
Oh,
Let's do that later.
yeah.
I'm going to take that answer harshly.
How do you feel about a giant Druger eye the size of a pail?
Or a arm of a monstrous, crazy guy who turned himself into a half dragon thing.
Was it evil?
He was a
Yes.
failed polymorph.
Oh, didn't even know those could happen.
It was. It was. I kind of threw up a little.
Mm-hmm.
He also stabbed me multiple times.
Well, gotcha. Whatever. Don't stress about it. I will deem it whatever I need to deem it later, but I'm just glad to be back. What are you all up to? Anything fun? I mean, you're in the
We're going-
market, so you have to be something.
Well, we're going to find some gentlemen to hire for the bar, so when we leave, we'll have some people to work.
Okay, sure.
Currently, we were going to head to the Druid Fields, hope they had good wine, and we could find a... Hold on, let me look at a sheet if he's halfling or dwarf. I think he's halfling. Okay, that's what I thought. We're going to find a halfling man to hopefully be a bodyguard. He was the one that came over the other night that you were talking to, Jekyll. Nestor.
Oh, yeah. You seem pretty good at a blade.
Yes, we were at least hoping to get him for some guards, and Charlie gave us a decent list of people to hire, so we can at least look into it. He had also mentioned Tick, because he probably needs somewhere to stay, and I don't necessarily prefer that.
I
but-
think Tick would be good for any kind of mission. Now, remind me, I'm getting old. This is the mission.
No.
No.
I was
We
actually
gotta-
thinking Tick would be really good as security.
Oh, no.
So what's this one about? Is this just general recruitment, or do we
Yeah,
have
this is
any
just-
other plans?
Well, we need someone to watch the bar while we're... Wait, does he know before I start going any
No.
further?
No.
He
We did not say anything about the place we inherited by the
No, not that. I'm referring to the other thing.
Yes, he knows the
I
name.
feel,
he
I
knows
feel
the
very in
situation.
the dark.
Okay. So, to put it
Place
bluntly, we are basically working to make sure as a special envoy to the Platinum Dragon to go deep into Marthane's territory.
We shouldn't
Mhm.
say that out
yeah,
here.
guys.
Yeah, we shouldn't. We should.
I mean,
Yes and no would have been fine.
Just
But it seems
curious,
I'm a little
but,
behind on
no.
other things.
Guys, hey, Jackal's swinging around wildly. He's like, should we really be talking about that out loud here?
I don't know what we're talking about. I just want to know what we're doing. Like, what's
No,
up today's
I'm
plans?
looking at
that Elric, like,
Oh,
just talk about the bar right now. We could talk about those other things
At the bar.
elsewhere was secured.
We got a bar.
right.
Yes.
You got a bar. You know, I've only been
Go on.
gone 2 weeks now.
I'm also gonna look around to see if there's anyone that's listening.
We're
And-
going.
Make a perception check.
We're going. What the hell? We're just going wine shopping to find security. Unlike.
Okay.
There's
Are
a
you
couple-
just shopping in
there's a,
for personal or for business?
There's a couple people walking around behind you. It's a pretty busy part of town. You don't know if you can't tell if anybody's really listening to what you guys say or not.
Jackal just sighs inwardly. Says, "Man, I like these guys, but man, okay." This is him just thinking inside of his head, and then he just shifts gears a little bit more. It's like, "So you bought alcohol? I hope maybe for the bar that we're gonna be working for.
And bought some stuff
Tequila.
called tequila.
What's that?
It
Cactus
makes your
juice.
clothes come off.
God damn it!
No, we're not
I-
gonna have no clothes off taken in the bar now, are we?
I first had a look of expectation when I heard cactus juice, and then as soon as Rowan says the clothes are off, I'm just like,
Now,
that's horrible.
I just something
we
about
taking
turning the fighting pit into a strip joint.
a fighting pit. Wait.
Ha.
Also,
Any
not
bars
selling
gotta have
black
a bit?
market items. What?
We didn't.
Oh,
I
oh
don't
my
think
god.
we should say black market items in the open air like that, especially outside the castle.
Now, listen on now.
Black market item in this town.
Right, there's a lot to take in. One, alcohol. You bought alcohol.
Yes, for the bar.
Okay. Did you just bought some? No, like contract or?
We signed. What was it? We were talking to
Typically, you
the.
just want to sign a contract, get cheaper prices. You're running an establishment. If you just buy them willy nilly, isn't gonna drain your pockets. I mean, I don't know where you're getting the money from. I'm a little confused.
We had acquired a decent amount of money from. And he just looks back at the castle.
I thought we were gonna go to.
Funding.
Wait, you guys just been going around? You didn't go to any of the distributors? Or the
No,
guilds?
we went to one of the distributors for the Tipsy Pixie, and they put us on a list to get distributor for to get
We're-
shipments of tequila.
We're buying beer or tequila from other bars.
Rowan, you've been in sales. Roll me just a straight up intelligence check at advantage.
I'm also trying to figure out. Wait, you said intelligence?
Yeah.
Hello, there it is. Did it? Hello?
It'll probably
Did it not
go.
work?
No, it's
Well,
probably taking its time. Yeah. It's okay. Take your time.
Take your time, roll 20.
Well, that's happening. I'm just gonna hand him a flyer because I still got some of those for hiring and all that.
I'm gonna just click it again.
Yeah, just you might be better off.
There we go.
Wow.
To be honest, even with a 12, you go. Wait a second.
I'm gonna defend myself. So first of all, I trade cool, fun, shiny, trinky objects.
Yeah.
And parts. So there's no keep providing. It's a one-time purchase. I don't do contracts.
Mm-hmm.
This, I just Zephyr. This is Zephyr's fault.
Okay.
You know,
Would you like to know what you rolled
Me?
for? Yeah.
I figured it was to be if I was smart enough to know how to do this.
No.
Oh.
All right, go on, DM.
You think to yourself after defending yourself. Wait a second. Bar owners are never distributors. That dude just kind of swindled us, and we paid for regular price.
Okay, yeah, no, exactly. That's why I'm defending myself. I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, even then, that's fine. You learn somehow, and if you're new to this, I'd rather you learn this way than any other way. So, let me just give you a quick pointer. I wouldn't go to a bar to buy liquor. Their main income is from shooting it up to the moon. So I don't know. Maybe go to a company or something. If it's the way to source it,
We need to
you
hire
may
an
you may get a
I
better
was
price.
I was following Elric.
You know what? It was perfectly fine. I understand.
That makes a
I
lot
don't
of sense
blame you.
now.
I
Not
Okay,
in
know
look.
trouble.
when we're going into bars when we're gonna be a competing bar, but I don't know things,
Well,
so
that's just the thought. You know, why you kind of putting yourself under there right away. It's okay though.
True.
Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. Why don't we just get on track now, and maybe we can use this for the road. What you got
Dad's
here?
back.
All right. I
We'll
mean,
just do that. Here,
I feel
how
like this
much
is
was the
my
liquor?
fault.
Uh,
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
I don't even remember actually.
I do. Don't tell him.
Don't tell Dad.
Does anyone
Player,
know the prices?
player remembers, but character does not know.
No character knows.
Now,
Please,
Jackal
please
does not
tell me
know.
Yeah,
your
no.
receipts.
I
is
mean,
anyone keeping track of prices?
I know I gave, what was it, like 300 gold to you guys to help with supplies.
Yes. Wait.
Okay.
We have more than that. But yes.
Yep.
So, how much
Did you
did you
actually get a
spend?
contract in
I'm
writing?
not gonna tell you how much I spent. I'm gonna tell you how much I have left.
Yeah.
And it's 650 gold.
Oh my god, please tell me how much you spent.
So,
Felicity literally pulls out a book and just starts writing. She's like, oh my
Please-
god, you're a
please
businesswoman and you suck.
First of all, hey. First of all, I'm not
Is
gonna
it?
tell you what we started with. It's not that bad because it's easy math, and you'll figure out how much we spent. And it
Okay.
wasn't that bad for 2 barrels of tequila.
2 barrels.
Yes.
How much?
And how much was that
for each barrel,
for each barrel?
if you bought
Oh,
more.
for each, it wasn't that bad for each.
Okay, how much was 1 barrel? Allow me to do the rest of the math.
I actually forgot. Like as a player, I don't.
We know.
So-
This is going swimmingly.
Player, I know. If you want.
You have to promise not to get mad. It's not
Did-
even that bad.
I
At
think
this point, I'm just disappointed. I don't know if I can get mad.
It was 50 for both together.
Gold.
Yep.
Well, that ain't terrible at all. Well, I don't see the stress in hiding that from us.
Because I know you, and you were about to fork over money.
No.
Meow.
Mm-mm. I was just gonna say, it's not that bad, but you can get it for much cheaper. So
Let's
why don't
find a
we go?
distributor.
What she said.
we were
I
going
think.
to. Oh, sorry.
No, you're all right. I think from finances from now on and where we source our liquor should go to our friend here, Callisti. But if maybe for the test we'll leave it to not Eric. You drink too fast.
Yeah, you should
I'll
have
do
seen
the
the first
accounting.
barrel we had.
What?
Yeah.
There's only 25% left of it. I was making sure it was good.
Well, do you actually taste it, or does it just skip your tongue and go to the throat?
Yes.
Wait, there's only 25%. That's like 1/4 left. What happened to the 3/4
That's a
of
quarter
it?
left.
That's why he's on shopping duty, because he drank all of our starting supply.
Okay. So, rule 1: don't drink your own supply.
Very much so.
Oh,
Why
you
don't
have to
we?
see the mug I have then.
Why don't we focus? Are we focusing on this now? If we want to focus on this now, I'm sure it'll take a little bit of time. We need Callisti to actually find some places and a sort of
I mean-
meeting and all that.
We were going to the a druid field at least. Apparently they're a wine distributor, and we may find a halfling man that we were looking for. So
And is this one on a bar or a
no,
distillery?
All right, if
Um,
they're a distributor, let's go.
Were we
How
trying to
much
hire
more do we
him?
have left?
no, we're Nestor would be probably at the wine fields, and then we could also look into buying wine. Since Rowan had wondered if we could also get wine in our stock.
Right.
Wine is pretty good.
Yeah. Why not? It's always a good starter. People always like wine, high end, although it's a little bit low. You know, it all ranges. It's a good range. I like that spot.
All right, so you guys make your way through a corner of the North Ward, the large complexes that are all gated in, the marble streets, into the Eastern Ward of the cobble streets, high-end establishments, and low awnings and very thin alleyways. But in a certain section of the Eastern Ward, it's as if civilization has deteriorated back to tents and camps as you all slowly make your way to a large fire in the center of a camp circle. Looking about, the first thing you guys all really see are two women in an argument over possible tent placements, but you're not really sure. Can't really tell from here.
Did we make the right turn?
I hope we did. This was the thing that looked like fields.
This is the wine distillery?
I don't see a Nestor.
I don't see
Do you
wine.
see that big guy?
I see the one
Yes,
with
that's.
spikes
I'm
in him.
also worried about. He has a cleaver about the size of my head.
It's about as wide as your head. Yeah.
No, I was referring to the thickness.
I was... Never mind.
That's. You know what? You do you. You do you. Brock.
Callisti, not gawking at the people standing around, you walk up to this individual.
Excuse me, we're looking for a vineyard.
Oh, you're in the right place. Now, are you looking for protection or the wine?
We're looking for a wine distributor, and I believe we're looking for a halfling gentleman.
Ah. Halfling.
They're separate.
Sorry, love.
Well-
Can't say I've found a halfling in a minute. Ah. But
in
if you're
case
looking
you-
for wine, go over there, talk to the hobgoblin. Her name is Mama Reki. Have the boys show some respect. Especially that one behind you.
Hmm.
He looks disheveled.
S-
And that's the tall
sorry.
red woman.
Yes, the one with the gun.
Thank you.
The what now?
If it might help, the halfling that we're looking for goes by name of Nestor.
No, Nestors live around here, love.
Do you know where we could find him?
Thank you.
No?
Apologies. Thank you very much. And walks over, but kind of stands like on guard.
She's not lying. Also, you're in
Okay.
GM mode.
Just wondering, it's in a fucking orc camp.
Yeah, why do you think a fucking halfling lives here?
Exactly. So you never know. I don't know if they're stuffed in their fucking pants or not.
He actually
Just
died and was
An
brutally
automated
murdered.
fucking diaper. I have no idea.
He was actually brutally murdered for trying to taste the wine.
Damn.
You all walk up to this woman as she's finishing her conversation. Olga, I told you once, I told you 100 times. I make the wine. Your boys just make sure nobody steps on my grapes. Now, I'll talk to you later. I have customers. She finishes up, turns to you, complete 180, arms wide open. What can Mama Reki do for you? Boy, fix her head.
Yes, ma'am. Fix.
Howdy.
No, looks disheveled.
You, old man, stand up straight. You have walking cane.
I'm standing straight.
She looks over at Elric. I'm not even starting.
Please. I've got more shit for my wife, and it wouldn't be the first time.
You should see her more.
I would if I knew where she was.
Eh.
Ghosted.
You purple one, why are you hiding in back? Come.
Oh. I'm just gonna talk shit and then gets yelled at. It's fine.
I feel I have no say here. I don't even know what our company's name is, so you can take the reins on this one. Callisti, or someone else that is a little more informed.
Hi. We're the proprietors that currently own the newly acquired Silver Pint Tavern,
It's a lovely name.
formerly known as the Shithole.
Oh,
I saw that place under new management. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I thought it was called a rainy day. I look over to Zephyr.
Yeah, that was just the nickname. I don't know. I think it was about the people before. It's not a shithole.
Before we got it cleaned up, especially with the
Yeah.
skeleton and the bat latrine.
No, don't worry. Some of my boys already saw your sign. Very classy.
Thank you. I really tried. So what we're looking for is continuing possibly 6-month to 12-month, maybe longer engagement of a contract for supply.
Well, if you sell Mamareki wine, then you must be intelligent little one. For they may come for the sign, but they'll stay for the wine.
Ooh, that's catchy.
Now, what types are you looking for? I have many types.
Well, being that we are starting out, we are in the which ward are we in? Meta.
Lower.
I wouldn't even.
We are in the lower ward. I would suspect that you happen to probably have a good idea of what taste would be more apt in a open dining situation.
Okay, yes. So, you most likely going to be taking some more of the more mild reds and maybe a couple of the whites. Nothing too sharp because that's what the snooty people like, yeah?
Yeah, we're probably not going to be doing too many cheese tastings. Maybe a few fish dishes, meats.
Ooh.
So you have chef.
Yes, a very capable one at the moment.
Hello.
Cheese
We
sounds
should
good.
probably invest in some cases of Riesling.
I lean over to Zephyr and said, "What's a Riesling?"
Well,
I
Fuck,
feel
I
like I
used
should
to know
know this.
wine. That's a kind of wine.
Mama Reki is
I
not
have
going
pears
to. Mama. Sorry, I lost the voice. Mama Deki is not going to destroy new business by selling overpriced wines. So, how about this? I take certain percentage of earnings over next month, and we deal from there.
How much are we talking?
10%. See, not too much, not too little. I know you'd be selling other things, but Mama Reki's wine. This is what will keep them there.
So we're not actually open yet. Like, at
We
least
will
not
be.
quite.
We are going to be though, right?
What do you plan on opening?
We don't know. We're still working on the renovations. Quite the list.
Well, how about this? Instead of this month, we take first month. And start from there.
That works fine for me, but
Well,
I don't know
if I
business.
may propose a counteroffer.
Ooh, she's wheeling and dealing.
We'll offer you 12% of liquor and alcohol sales for the first month, and then we'll see where it stands.
You see her doing the math in her head. Sure, this is fine. We'll be able to gauge customers' appreciation of what goes through and what stays on the shelf.
Yes. And I only isolate it from the other costs because we are not sure the other incumbent costs, what might be more of a restaurant and such, and we don't want to overextend ourselves.
Yes, I heard that place had excellent baths coming in. Shame it never actually opened.
They will be soon.
Well, good. Some of my boys could use a bath, eh?
Well,
Oh, mama!
I believe at this time we're probably only going to have the finer baths for the ladies. There was a
Is
bit
it
of a
gift shop?
scuffle. We do have a gift shop. So if you do have any craftsmen who are interested in potentially sales, I will leave that up to Rowan back there, the purple one. So if we're in agreement, we can draft the contract and set it for a beginning date of the future.
This sounds like a plan. I will send Garen over with paperwork later. How about this?
That'd be great.
Well, and she puts out a big hand down to you.
Calliste's little tiny paw.
What?
Just grabs pretty much your entire forearm and shakes it up and down. This will be fun. Yes, getting into new business. See, Olga, I told you we make money this year. Maybe I'll buy a house finally. Who needs a house?
Now that business is concluded, I believe one of my co-owners here was looking for a certain individual. Maybe you could help us find them?
Sure. I know Mama Reki knows many people in town.
I'm looking for a halfling individual by the name of Nestor. Yeah, I know. I'm playing it for the character. I knew his name. Thank you. Though. Wow, he. No, sorry. It's okay.
Not many halflings make their way out here. You might want to try in docks?
Yeah, I was wondering if he would. I'm sorry.
Oh, he sounds like the rough and tough one, or at least to go to those areas more.
Do you have any other recommendations as well? We're looking for people to do things such as guard work, security, run, just a bunch of other odds and end jobs that we need to fill while we are gone. Curious if you have any recommendations.
Looking for some wait staff. If you might know anyone who's thinking of.
Should I give her a flyer?
Well, if there is waitstaff, nobody beats the human man named Aaron. He lives just on the edge of the lower and eastern wards. Near a bakery, if I remember right.
Aaron. Okay.
I'm sorry, you said a lower eastern? Or did I hear that wrong?
On the edge of both.
On the edge of both? Okay, thank you.
Was that the bakery that caters very heavily towards Underdark? Inspired dishes?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. This one is run by that fighter lady, Layla.
Oh, I know her. She was the one that was with the Tipsy Pixie man to sell the wine. She actually gave us free samples. Sorry, tequila, not wine.
It is a type of wine, technically.
In before Kanath wine. It's fine.
No, shut up.
Wait, tequila is a wine? I thought that was some sort of weird, crazy alcohol.
I'm not
It's
sure,
made of The
really.
usual things.
Well, see. But yeah, she had mentioned that she had ran the bakery, and I was actually going to refer her you to her, Jackal, because she's literally right down the road from where we're at.
Oh,
Did
so
we-
we have a food supplier too there.
I mean, having a baked goods supplier would actually take a considerable amount of work off of our own cook staff.
Mhm.
Perhaps. If we're going to get Aaron, we might as well kill what they say. What, 2 birds with 1 stone? Or multiple stones with a bird? Don't know the say.
I think it's 2 basilisks with 1 mirror, but yes.
The hell's a basilisk?
But that's what Medusa's.
Sees him out, like, does that like hand up, and it's just like, I'm not gonna touch that. I've done that too many times today. I'm sorry.
Elric, sorry to burst your bubble, but pretty much all of you know what a basilisk is.
Okay.
There are different types. Actually, a lot of very rich people like to use the. There's a non-stone turny type. They use them as like a pet. It's like a little 6-legged bulldog creature is the best way to put it.
Okay.
May I ask,
Me as a player didn't know, so I didn't know if that's more
So that's why
my bad.
this conversation's happening.
Here's a
Okay.
question, player to DM, but would Jackal have encountered a basilisk in the worst possible way? With the mayor owning one?
Yes.
No.
Yes, and he had one of the nasty ones too.
Yeah, Jackal just goes like, yeah, I hate basilisk.
Hmm.
They're just, no offense, Hades, but they're just a very mean-looking. Actually, no, Hades is a wolf. It's just a really nasty, scaly dog thing that hiss angry and bites, chews, and
Why do they piss angry?
because they're just angry.
I don't think we should be having this discussion in a professional setting.
I apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm
Thank you, Mama Reki, for
Since we're establishing a good business partnership, and it would, of course, quality would benefit quality. Who would be a good general ale and mead distributors?
This is problem because there are decent ale distributors, but they all travel from Norgurt Kaz to bring ale here, and Norgurt Kaz, with their doors closing in a couple of months, might be harder to get ale from. So,
Wait, why is no closing their doors?
the war is getting too close. Yeah, the dwarves have been scared. There's apparently a big vote to close doors of Nogaret Kaz. Have you not
I can
heard?
understand that.
No, they
No.
never closed the doors. It was almost a sin to at certain points.
Well,
unless
the
time
doors
of war.
haven't closed since last Dragon War. With the attack on Graven Cliff, the Elder Five have nearly unanimously voted to close the doors. The only one opposing is the king.
I wonder if the other dwarves that we know have heard about that happening, because I look over to Callisti. Didn't we ask Dirtbeard to help us with the garden?
Yes, that's I think why they're out here is because they can't really get home. But in the business is better up north where there's not being war torn towards very specific niche materials.
But Mama's going to miss her gunpowder. Now to pick up the halberd like I used to, eh?
Oh, right. Novikad does do the gunpowder.
Deal with a lot of things. Closing the doors would be a death sentence to the war effort, especially for our side.
Yeah, Elric, as she says that, she flips her large rifle or up in front of her, and you thought your sword had runes on it. This thing is You could almost think it's made out of magisteel, the amount of just runes that are carved into this.
Jesus Christ.
Callisto, you don't even need detect magic to just feel it. Like your whiskers just perk up when she whips this thing around.
How the hell did you get that, mate?
A custom order from a wine lover. Old
Oh,
King
pretty-
Strongjaw. Cannot get enough of Mama Reki's wine.
I mean, wow.
I'm sorry, did I say King Strongjaw? It's King Kaz.
Okay. Cause why?
Cause you're an ass.
Thanks, I try.
I'm pretty sure that old bastard still has the first bottle I gave him.
Do you know if the council is willing to reconsider outside of the king? Or they must...
To be honest, I just got the word a couple days ago. Gonna send a big shipment up north, so with this little deal we're making, just gonna have to set some aside for you lot.
Well, I appreciate that at the very least.
Yeah, I could have made twice as much as I'm selling it for you.
Is there anybody around here you would trust or recommend to work in our tavern?
I just gave you my recommendations last.
Oh, well, that was it? Like, okay.
You actually feel Rowan, behind you, you hear, I would like work.
I'm just gonna do the, like, jump and then hide.
Oh my god!
Hmm. Well, if you like work, I think you should speak to our Callisti.
Oh,
Why not the
Callisto.
purple one? Deeply.
Purple one's
Why
scared.
did you run?
Actually, would you like to be the host of our hiring? I think you'd be very good at it. Not the purple one, not the orc.
Huh?
You can interview 'em. You know, find the strength, their weaknesses, see if they're fit for the bar.
I already messed up the tequila.
Well, this is an opportunity to learn.
Olga knows many tequila drinks.
Okay.
See,
Okay,
that's
what
one
are your other-
qualification.
What are your qualifications for working in a tavern?
Olga made dwarf blackout drunk.
Now, Rowan, this is the part where we say you're hired.
Oh. Are we sure?
Did it
I'm
taste good,
about-
though, should I say?
I mean,
I think
Never
the
had
question-
complaint.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
the
she just
question is,
cracks her knuckles.
I would throw in my 2 cents, but I don't think it's in my religion to say those words.
I suppose the question would be.
You like strong
how
women,
much-
little man.
No, I abstain from all that. Thank you.
he's really weird for bombing.
Have
I will say I'm
you-
quite strong.
Jackal just quietly rubbing his temples just a little bit. Like, wait. She knocked out a dwarf with alcohol, but how much resources was spent to knock out the dwarf? Did he at least pay?
Of course he pay. Think Mama Reki would let Olga use wine without pay?
Had to make sure.
You did with her wine drink?
Well, why don't we interview in a professional setting? It seems we're already closing. Let's close the agreement that we have with Mama Reki first, before we continue on with
That's being
interviews.
sent to us. We'll be fine.
Okay. Well,
I mean, she shook hands. Then
then the deal would be closed.
She shook cat.
yes.
She shook
uh,
a cat.
The
Well.
whole cat.
If
Jackal.
that's the case, then well,
Flame
continue
will-
on.
will
I
just-
mean, since we don't know you, I guess we could give you a trial run. So if you do well, versus if you don't.
Sure, Olga will be by at bar later. I know where he is. I saw a sign.
Do you need any money for traveling expenses or?
Olga will walk.
All
It's
right.
only like a few-hour walk.
Well, for
Jeebus,
one like me, that could be
what is
fatal.
she like packing weapon-wise? I can
Nothing.
roll a perception. Oh my god.
Bare hands. Roll an insight.
Okay, actually, let me check if I get a bonus, because all my bullshit, things. Give me a sec. I think I do on insight.
I think it is
Yes,
insight.
I do actually. Yeah, cool. I get advantage on insight. Pog. Wow!
Okay.
You're nuts.
This can't be that strong. Odin, this woman could crush your skull with a thought.
So, like, Callisti.
Noted. Well,
More like a key point.
Yeah. Yeah, we should note that Callisti about melted everybody's brains with words.
Them
I just
book
got
learning skills.
confused. I have a strange feeling with this woman that I will have to be using multiple healing spells, not on her, but others.
I mean, I feel like I can go with an arm wrestling match with her from time to time.
This is just a thought. If I said that out loud, she would
Elric
crush
saying
me.
it loud. He does
Thought.
not care.
Olga, she's a good head shorter than you, Elric.
That don't matter.
But this woman seems dense, and not in the brain capacity way.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant.
She thick.
Thick with 5 C's.
Go.
Not Glock.
Olga will get recipes prepared.
Thick with a Q.
All right. Well, thank you.
She walks down and just pushes this guy like 15 feet, and just walks into the tent.
She really does remind me of my wife.
Are you alright?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
I guess he could.
Yeah,
Bruises,
sure.
nothing.
Wait, no, yeah, I'm all right. And he uses his halberd to stand up straight. She caught me by surprise. It's fine.
All right.
Out of
Just making sure.
curiosity, have we found Jeff yet? Hasn't he
No.
been gone for a few days?
I thought.
He's been gone for 1, technically. Yeah.
This is day 2 though.
Deemed.
Oh, day 2? Okay.
So later tonight we should be worried. It's after like 48 hours, right?
Oh, we didn't tell Odin about Jeff. We should probably inform him so he
Jeebus.
doesn't...
Yeah.
Looking to my right, I like as a player, I think my mind's playing tricks on me. But have I seen this guy before? Can I roll insight? I feel like I've seen him before.
You have. I think I may have reused a token, to be honest.
Okay. Dude, his face was
Yeah,
clicking in a
because
thousand places.
that's the token I used. So let me just go. That's just that one.
Was that Bahamut? I was like, wait.
Where's Bahamut here?
Dude, my mind was
No,
going
it was
in
Garen the
backwards,
whole time.
like- Of course.
I mean, Bahamut likes his wine.
I was like, fucking who?
Okay, I get Bahamut just chilling for the fucking wine.
No, actually, that wasn't. That wasn't
Wasn't
the
it?
token.
No. Oh wait.
Then who the
No,
fuck is this guy?
Oh well, let
I
me
think
find
it's
him.
just- I was gonna say, didn't Bahamut have more of a beard to him? That's why I was kind of confused when you said.
Dude, I can't remember.
I'm gonna point out it might be the same character drawn in different ways. It's very
Oh, really?
fucking similar.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was the exact same character drawn differently. I have the face. I have the token actually. Yeah, that is the exact same motherfucker, just drawn differently.
That's funny as fuck, actually.
Oh, okay. My brain is doing backflips. Thank you.
Let's put him back because yeah, that's actually a person.
Thanks.
Oh yes, not Bahamut and Bahamut.
Yeah, dude.
Smile.
They're just what do they call them? The twins when they're not like related. Doppelgangers?
Siamese.
Doppelgangers.
No, not Siamese.
Siamese.
Fraternal twins.
No,
Fraternal.
when they're not related.
When they're not related.
When they're like not related.
It's
Just people
doppelganger.
who look like
Oh.
each other. Is
Oh,
that?
All right.
Doppelganger.
Jackal,
Yeah.
you approach
My brain.
Mamoreki,
Oh.
and instantly you're grabbed by the shoulders, put your back is set straight, and she put the finger under your chin and brings your chin up so you're looking. It's what do you need then?
Just thank you.
You are a man. You must talk straight. Speak through chest, not with hunched shoulders.
True. Need to work on that.
Actually, I have a question, Mamareki, since you seem to at least have some influence of the North. And I'll kind of move closer to her. Do you know of the Storm Smashers? God damn, she's rolling like
Ah, good thing she has a fucking insane modifier for knowing things about people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they were quite the clan up north.
Where?
Ah, that blacksmith man. He could drink Mamareki's wine any day.
That would probably be my father, thank you.
I knew you looked familiar.
I was wondering if you had seen any others. Supposedly, I had heard rumors that there may be more of my clan still alive.
I haven't seen, but Mamareki has heard. There are several survivors. More towards the front, so that Mamareki hasn't sent her boys that way. We lived down south before a group of people decided to burn down our entire island. So we came north and found Gravencliff. And friendship with each other.
I hope
Couldn't have
that's
done it
going
without
well.
the incident.
Dragons, I assume.
Nope.
Was it related to Tamarin getting torched by Marthane?
I don't believe so. It was a couple months before that. It was no Marthane who burnt our villages down. It was a
Coalition.
sorcerer.
Wait, what?
Yes. Big dark robes, dark skin, pointy ears, talked about himself a lot.
Fucking.
Second, Callisti's like, wait, pointy ears, and oh wait, him, no. Okay, we're safe.
Fucking.
I don't even think Odin would know about him.
No.
He wouldn't. We wouldn't. It's just funny because I remember that's literally when you fucking torched the
I
island. for
literally
Kratos.
I 360 no scope the entire. Yeah, it's fun.
So yeah, then this is one of those weird timey-wimey universes things. Most of them did survive. Not in the other universe. Well,
Oh, these
weird.
are different
Guys.
universes. I thought this was a different fucking timeline.
Is there a
Yes and no.
difference?
Yes, kind of.
Yes.
It's
Time affects Miser and me and all differently. Universes, you could just Thanos snap us and we're not there.
no,
True.
yeah. So let's go with timeline because that makes, I guess, more sense to people.
Okay.
Timeline means just different change in events. Universe means it could be like we could not exist entirely.
Yeah,
and it didn't
you
exist.
can,
Okay.
you can sandbox it more often.
Yeah. Let's go with timeline because I have been
Okay.
using a lot of the same
Gotcha.
things. This is
So,
just one of
far
those
future.
ones that got a little.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, especially since I last remembered them was very horrific things.
Yeah, that's why I was confused when I saw him. Like, oh god.
They're alive.
Yeah, I kind of this is one of those wrenches I was gonna throw at you guys that I would warn you
Yep.
about.
Yep.
Yeah, Jack
No
was
problem.
gonna say, so one rogue person just torched an entire island?
Oh, there were two.
But there were two rogue people torching an island.
To be honest, Mamareki doesn't like talking about it. I lost a lot of my sons and daughters that day.
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry to
completely
hear that.
understand. I apologize then for bringing it up.
Maybe we continue this conversation over the first purchase of wine.
It'd be a good
No.
time to have.
Go, you have people to hire. I suggest docks and maybe lower, well, the ward you live in. People don't like to travel to work too much.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you again.
I look forward to you sampling Mamareki's wine. Hopefully Cinder can keep her hands off of you too. 3. She looks at all the boys.
Hmm.
Not
I
you,
have
you're
started-
old.
Elric has the one ring on his finger. Sorry.
Hmm.
3?
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you guys directly here.
I don't even got
So
a
I
finger.
thought you
Hey,
here.
look, there's Tick. Smile.
Everybody we need, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're here. Smile.
Yeah. Alright. Well, that went surprisingly well. I got to learn a little bit. Kinda sucks that Novred Cause is closing its doors. It's going to be fucking hell for the Resistance.
Well, I mean, no, that's a pretty heavy tipping point. We should move north.
I mean, is there anything we can really do to change that kind of?
So, one of these Storm Smashers may be famous and more well known, considering we helped them defend during the First Dragon War. So, I might be able to say something, but it probably won't get us far. Considering there's a statue of him in Novret Kaz. Correct, Jabez?
Correct.
I forget if. Okay.
I mean, couldn't you just say that as a Storm Smasher you wish to offer aid to the city? Wouldn't that give leverage, I guess?
The problem is, considering our clan is burnt down, they probably would look at me as weak and someone that had run away from it all. So it may not have as much sway as it used to, which is my worry.
I mean, the other problem is too, if how are we going to give aid to Norbert's cause if we're doing the other thing?
Yeah, that's true. We already got our hands full with a bar and other things, and our personal, I guess, issues. So, I guess one thing at a time, we deal with it.
Well, they said 8 months, so maybe if we're lucky, not in the deep line so much, we could probably try to do something later when we have more money or something of the like.
Hmm. Jackal looks around a little bit more. So, concerning that we might be making the Silver Pine into something maybe like a restaurant, as Christy has mentioned it while making the deal, maybe we should look into some extra food supplies like meat, extra vegetable. Because I don't know, does that? I look over to Zephyr, since you seem to know more about, I guess, the nature magic thing. Will that garden be able to supply on demand or handle a heavy amount of demand and supply it?
I mean, I need help, Hebus.
Huh?
So Jackal is asking Zephyr, because Jackal does not know anything about druid magic, that
I'm
will
asking
the
what I know
yeah.
about that.
I'm sorry, I was dealing with other things. That is. What is the question?
So Jackal wants to know if the garden can supply the heavy demand of a restaurant.
Like
Since
for
you
herbs
roll
and
a-
spices, maybe.
Yeah, roll. Yeah, so you know that you could probably get all of your. You can have like fresh herbs and spices and that, but you're not gonna be able to like supply you out of potatoes and everything. But that's not something I'm going to make you guys deal with. That's kind of like an employee situation.
Also, does like Mugo brought it up in the other chat, but doesn't also the pantry just restock food anyway for the needs? At least per day, I guess.
Yeah, it
Unless
restocks
we have-
once per day, but it's not
Okay,
an infinite amount of food.
that's what I figured.
It's a decent amount. Like for the first couple of months, it should suffice. Let's go with that.
Mm.
Okay. So it'll give us
So-
enough to start the day, but not enough to get us through.
Cool. I guess I relay that information.
Yeah.
I think
Jackal.
it's the meta of Jeeves doesn't want to go through all this logistics.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it's fine.
We are literally hitting him with the hard math, and Jeebus is like, "Fuck
No.
these guys."
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say, I mean, with the kitchen restocking itself, we should be okay for now. The garden really only got spices, probably can supply that, but that's. I'd say worry about that later.
All right. I mean, if we're gonna make that bar successful, we might as well not half-ass it in any sort of manner. The other thing too, I suppose what we should debate about is opening hours. Do we, because we are gonna need rest eventually and work hours for people to agree on. So, are we, I guess, afternoon, evening sort of place, or morning to evening?
I think
Well-
afternoon to evening, but when we expand and do other stuff and add things, maybe we could be open morning.
Well, let's see. Breakfast is usually your cheapest meal, so it usually consists of the least amount of work.
Wouldn't that kind of depend on what our new friend needs from us, like our availability?
That's
Yeah.
kinda why
So
we were-
the thing is, none of you should be planning on being like a worker here.
This is not the mobile game Dine and Dash. Is what we're trying to say.
Well, Jackal does not know player-wise. Kind of have the idea, but Jackal's just stressing over these little things that.
So
he's
this
not
isn't
sure if
overcooked.
accomplish it.
If that's the kind of D&D you want to play, I can fucking figure it out. But that's not what I was going for.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. This
All right, I need like 20 spreadsheets and like 3 accounting sheets to go for this campaign.
Running a tavern.
Yeah, pretty much running a tavern simulator.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we call that Kingmaker Light.
Please no.
What time of day is it right now? Too.
It's, to be honest,
time.
you it was relatively early. You rolled pretty high on your let's call it lunchtime.
Yeah, so y'all just.
Or
hear the
Callisti knows
discussion.
it as 1:42 and 67 seconds.
With as soon as Jackal says that, you all just hear the disgusting growl of his stomach.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Your stomach's
fine.
off schedule.
Yeah. I guess because of all the jitters and I suppose the hesitation I'm having with he kind of again looks around with the other priorities we have. So
And probably from the hemorrhage.
that book hurt. Books aren't supposed to hurt.
Did you throw a book at his face, Callisti?
No, he you know how I talk a lot?
Yes,
sometimes?
all the time.
Yeah,
What are you
that
talking
book
about?
actually caused damage from him reading it. Through magic. It literally tried to melt his brain.
I am. That seems. Why would the book do that?
Mostly because it was enchanted to do a bunch of things and it directly imprinted itself upon his brain.
Who the fuck makes a book like that? I like to look so confused.
He's just like,
It was a book of bad juju.
Oh Okay, actually, let me rephrase that. Who outside of your family makes a book like that?
Felicity reaches for a book.
Just like a whole list of wizards that make enchanted ones.
I mean, I understand when a book hurts if someone like, well, if Elric hits somebody with a book, but he's better off
Yes.
just hitting them with a fist.
People
I-
doesn't the law say to throw the book at them? So I have to literally throw the book at them.
But instead, I opened book, I read letters, letters started to hurt, I saw things, and my head started to hurt, and I started bleeding in my nose, ears, and eyes.
The
It hurt.
hell?
We also had to feed that book a book. I lost my romance novels.
I will.
Why would you read romance novels?
Yeah, sorry about that. I will buy you a copy or a replacement book.
I don't know why. I just picture like a fan fiction level of really shitty romance novel.
Oh,
it
it's
was-
garbage tier.
Oh god. So it's like My Immortal levels, or
I have no idea.
that's
We're talking like some Tusk Love offshoots.
Oh my god, please no. I love how Moogle and I are the only ones that know what that means.
I
have no
do.
idea. But that being
Anyway.
said, yeah. So Jackal just says, "Yeah, sorry for you losing your book. If you want, I can get a replacement for you."
I was pretty done with that one anyway. It was not great.
Huh. Thanks. I think.
Oh no,
Let's,
I never
let's just think of it as feeding it a really. How would I put that? A really sugary donut with with bacon wrapped around it, dipped in gravy.
sounds disgusting.
No, I can't
It
think of
sounds
anything
delicious.
disgusting. Something that would kill a horse.
Okay, now that sounds more interesting.
I mean, you just, well, put the horse down.
I love how we're going at it 2 different ways.
I meant by if the book was food and you fed it to a horse, the horse would have a heart attack, kind of thing.
Why would you feed the horse a book?
Okay. Where are you going?
Just mouth open, like finger up, like I don't know where to go with this.
I love how this is like a great conversation. Just going around for like 20 minutes. This is why a fighter and 2 wizards, or sorry, wrong way. God damn it. 2 fighters and a wizard should never talk. Anyway, going to the docks.
Let's segue to black or fade to black and where we're next going.
Exactly. That was the question. Where are you going?
I guess we're going to the lower docks because that's where we were told we could see Nestor, correct?
Yes.
He's
Then yeah,
he's between the eastern and lower ward.
Okay.
No, that was
Lila's Bakery.
No, that was
Right.
Aaron.
Oh wait,
Yes.
yeah, Aaron. Oof.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Right. We need to get Aaron.
Aaron would be the
Well,
wait
what-
staff.
Yeah, let's start with Aaron and then just kind of work our way down then, I guess. Because we're gonna have to go
Alright.
to the docks and loop around.
I am finishing setting up that page, so give me 2 seconds.
Oh, so our banter did give you some time to
Yeah.
set things up.
Yeah.
As
So-
mind-numbing as it is.
So can I ask, why the hell do people even buy romance novels? Like, do they not wish to experience the real thing, or?
Um.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes,
I mean, it was Well, I mean, it was some.
Here's the thing that they look at it, at
It
least
had
from
a
my
pretty cover, okay?
I thought there was a term, don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, it's really hard to find tabaxi romance novels, okay? let alone tabaxi literature in general.
I'm not even going to question it at this point, because that makes me just have way too many questions that I don't want answered.
Callisti is full defense mode, like arms crossed, like not like walking away.
Like,
You should
what?
write some.
Oh no!
Callisti just stops dead in her tracks and like turns and is like, has that finger up and is just.
No, because you can't find any if you write some. It would be better.
He's actually right.
As much as I have a
And
distaste
as
for that.
with that sound, she pushes open this a door to a low lit kind of parlor with people eating drinking coffee, eating baked goods, and just generally it's a very relaxed atmosphere in here.
God, I hate that I know this map. I love it though.
Seat of my pants.
Yeah, no, it's fine, man. We got you.
So, obviously, not to scale. Give you a second as you plop your characters down to scale it up a bit.
Did we just walk into a strip joint?
No, there's no one throwing money around, and there's not women on poles. You do not want to see a dwarven woman on a pole. Ugh, the beard hair.
Oh my god.
Giant zipper.
Dude, I can vamp like the rest of them to the dumbest shit, and it's great.
Oh, hey, welcome. Just have a seat anywhere. Oh, it's you guys!
Good afternoon, Layla. This is the gentleman I was talking about that can eat almost anything. And he points at Jackal.
Wait, what? Oh, you're not
It is
wrong. Yeah, I can't argue against that.
Well, I got some
Yes.
old day-old dragon claws in the back if you want one, but I got some fresh stuff if you're really feeling hungry.
Yeah, sure, either or. Definitely get a taste testing and.
Rose, why don't you take your little dog there and go grab a tray? Does anybody else want something? We got coffee, pastries.
You have any
you
like
ask
a
us
meat
for the
pie or
eat?
something? I'll take a small meat pie if you have one of those. In a while.
Sure. Rose, why don't you toss a meat pie in the oven for the big guy over there? We
2.
should
I'll
actually-
take 1.
And the little guy.
And the medium-sized guy.
Believe it or not, actually more than him. I point over to Elric.
Oh yeah, sure you do.
Please, don't tempt this man.
Hey, if he's buying, I'll supply him.
Excuse me.
I have a question. We're looking for a gentleman by the name of Aaron Mamareki that referred him to us.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't bring it up, but he just lost his job the other week when the place burned down.
Oh, that is a darn shame. I mean, we can always offer him some work. We're looking for wait staff if he's interested.
Oh yeah,
Can you
he's
just
the
put this
guy. He's the guy alone back there.
Guessing him.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure, like the only other character in here. What the fuck is that, Jeebus?
That's her dog.
That's not a dog.
That's a dog.
That's
He's a
not.
puppy.
It's a guard drake.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's a black guard drake. She
Sure,
had
that looks like some kind of hideous flying monkey with a problem.
it has scales.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that was the problem. It has scales.
That does look like it has scales, but I'm not gonna judge.
Anyway, well, I guess Callisto. Oh no. Well, our business entrepreneur had gone off to see the man, so I guess we should probably follow. How much for the meat pies? I'll pay for both.
Just a couple of silver.
All right, I'll just throw down. Let me see how much. I actually think I do have silver on hand. I have 2 silver, so I'll give her the 2 silver. Actually, get rid of that. Nice. Now I don't have to convert anymore for the time being.
All right. What's up?
Jackal Jackals are there any other stuff on menu or to eat?
Well, yeah. Well, I pretty much make all pastries in the morning by hand, so still got donuts, croissants. Well, really anything you can think of, probably.
You actually see Jackal starting to saliate again. He's just
Here go.
quickly
And you
wiping
just
his-
see Elric snap.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm just gonna make my order. Jeez.
Didn't you
I'm gonna-
already order?
Yeah, but I kind of want extras, just in case.
Well, we'll bring the meat pie out, and how about you go talk to the to Aaron over there?
Roger that.
She follows her daughter back into the kitchen.
It's her dog. Oh my god.
They have the same fucking last name.
Look, bitch.
Yes. I
We weren't
remember.
introduced yet.
Clisty, you walk up to a well-dressed man, sitting alone, drinking a coffee and eating what's known as a dragon claw, aka a bear claw.
Dude, I love bear claws.
Yeah. And he puts it down on the napkin as he, before you even got within about 15 feet, he had put it down, and you can, what's your passive?
My passive is 14.
Yeah, he's not hiding it. You could tell that he noticed that somebody was approaching him, and he put everything down and turned to face you. Good afternoon.
Hi, my name's Callisti. I am your name is Aaron, correctly?
That is correct.
I heard that you might be looking for employment, and that you are a very capable waitstaff.
Well, my reputation does precede me. He puts down his hand in into a handshake form, and he would have stood up, but if he stood up, he wouldn't have been able to reach you. He's very tall. Aaron Palto at your service.
Callisti Duskhaven, proprietor, co-proprietor. These are the others. Of the bar formerly known as the Shithole, now known as River
Stop
Pint.
calling it that.
He says it
We can-
so casually. It's so good.
We can't quite deny the fact that it was called a shithole. We're gonna change that reputation, so.
But it wasn't. It was a nickname.
I do remember the rainy day, yes.
Oh, thank you for knowing the true name. A lot of people apparently only knew it by the one. We are interested in hiring a capable waitstaff, and you've again come highly recommended by our wine distributor, Madam
Mama Reki.
Mama Reki. Yep.
Yes, she gets quite infuriated when you do not call her by her chosen moniker. I learned in the past. Now, madame, sirs, what can I do for you?
Well,
You want a
If you're
resume,
interested.
or...
that would actually be very great if you have one.
Sure. It's quite short, but here. And he digs, goes into his vest pocket and shows you pretty much what, it's much better worded than the way I have it here, but pretty much this is a short summary of what he's done in his past.
Huh.
How well dressed is he for a day off?
for a day off, he has a white button-down shirt, a very very nice, well-pressed pants, a belt with a couple of pouches on the side, and his hair is neat and trimmed, and his facial hair is nearly immaculate.
Long or short sleeve?
This is it's kind of the one in the picture. So like a medium sleeve, kind of baseball tee style.
Hmm.
Callisti like hands it back to him. Why are caviar spoons made out of bone?
Do not disturb the flavor.
You're hired.
I have seen the word this question, and I'm not even going to. Okay.
That's a good test.
Shall I meet you at the Silver Pint later today, or am I hired immediately?
Later today, we'll go over the contract.
Good.
Looking forward to working with you.
Oh, hey everyone, I got that meat. Oh, and she, as she's walking out, she trips. And I'm gonna roll something for Aaron.
Fucking.
Oh
Oh my
fucking
Jeebus, stop
God.
rolling for your characters.
What is today? What the fuck is today? I rolled 110.
Wait, hold on. I think I might have something. Let me check. No, I don't have anything that can. Fuck, I don't get the reroll shit yet. Until later.
Even with
Can I
his
do- can I do a
modifier, he drops down, catches 1, but
Can I grab the other one?
roll a deck save.
Yes. Guess what?
Jackal's gonna catch it in his fucking mouth.
Also, because of our level up, I finally got resilient, so I got my proficiency in dex saves.
Nice.
No,
Dude,
but I rolled
resilient?
good.
Oh my god.
15.
Yeah, that's
not
enough.
bad.
Layla, you must. These uneven floors are terrible for a woman like you. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You've tripped 3 times since I've been here today. Well, you know, I just ain't used to these, non-metal shoes. That is correct. Layla and I served in the army together.
Huh.
Still able to swing a sword, or?
I can do it for a short time, but it causes me great pain.
Well, don't worry. I don't wish to have you any harm or use it unless you really have to. Since you seem good at your craft, at least with the cooking and everything, I think we'll be fine just there.
I am no chef.
I'm sorry, wait, staff, my bad. Player is having a dumb moment for a minute.
I know, but he'll correct you.
Jackal's just looking at the meat pie.
It smells fucking amazing. Like the
Jackal,
one,
if you
like
eat-
there was the one that you had at the eating competition that was just sustenance. This one is made to have flavor.
Jackal, if you eat my meat pie, I will hit you.
I mean, he points over to Aaron. He has your meat pie. This is my meat pie.
I'll just go over and take it from Aaron.
He
you, sir.
hands it to you. As you grab it, it's incredibly hot, but he was not even flinching.
Fuck, I don't have resistance for heat. I have resistance for cold. Damn it.
Yeah, it's not doing damage, but it's one of those things
Okay.
where you're like, I fucking need to put this down.
Yeah.
Jackal is just ready to eat this right now, ignoring the whatever potential heat damage he's taking. He just wants to eat it now.
Yeah, so I heard you lot are taking over the rainy day.
Yep.
Well, good on ya. If you need anybody to supply some pastries, just give Olayla a call.
We're in discussion about that actually. We might, as our food stores require more. I'll come by and discuss it later, or we'll send someone. But thank you.
Let me take a seat. I want to eat this right now. I'm Jackal proceeds quickly to a seat, sits down, and you can actually see him rubbing his hands.
All right, I guess we'll eat, and then we have to go find Nestor. Another fun time that'll be.
Boy, Nestor, that little scamp, he always hangs out at Captain Stout's. Sure you seen him there.
Well, a few times. I guess we're just taking a little bit of a break to enjoy the small things.
Well,
You know,
it
have
is
some nice-
lunchtime. Now here, she brings around a coffee pot and pours you all one. This one's on the house just for taking over that old eyesore.
Jackal gives a thumbs up as he begins to already dig in.
Yeah, I guess I'll start eating.
Food is...
Just for a statement, Callisti has begun taking notes of how Jackal eats.
Oh my god. I hate it. I hate how true that social experiment, bro. Actually, here's a legit question. Do dwarves have, like, sugar and stuff for coffee? Because underground or no? I'm assuming not.
They have it. You've never seen one use it. It's actually like a testament. Like, if somebody uses it, you're a bitch.
Okay, so usually just drink your coffee black, like...
Yeah, like straight, like as hot as you can get it. Like it's nearly like alcohol. Like the stronger the better. And the most painful means you're the most manly in the subtext.
Makes sense for Elric's.
True Dwarven coffee doesn't use coffee beans. It's just ghost chilies.
It's just ghost pepper.
No, they do use they use coffee beans, but they literally just eat the beans and drink the water. They don't mix it.
Oh my god.
So, Jackal, being not a dwarf, will look at the coffee for a brief moment. Looks around.
You see Elric like trying to tip the pot into his mouth.
Stop it. No. I'm gonna stop
Let him.
that real fast.
What?
Jackal
Like
just
what we
a
used to
little
do when
away.
we were in the mine. You need to drink fast or it'll go cold.
It's fine. I'm gonna pour him a cup of coffee and then pour myself a cup of coffee.
Are they like small porcelain cups or? I'm assuming
to
like they're kind of
share.
dainty.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
dainty.
Sorry.
A military woman runs this place. They ain't dainty.
Oh. Okay, so they're like the those metal canisters you see like in World War II films.
You
kind
got
of thing,
one.
right?
Everybody else got a normal cup.
Okay, cool.
Can I get
Actually,
a cup of
Jackal
coffee
got a metal cup
please?
too. Oh, it's like she pretty much just gave like.
Oh, sick.
You ever been to a breakfast place and they just put one of those plastic pots on the table?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much what you guys got.
gotcha.
Fun. It's
So
been a while
do I
since
need
I
to roll
drank
anything
from
as
cup.
because considering I'm eating it fast, should I roll the Constitution saving throw? Or no?
No.
All right. Actually,
It's
I'm
not-
surprised that Layla did not notice that I was the one who won the eating contest.
She might have. She just didn't mention it. There was a lot of stuff going on.
True.
You know, people dying.
You know, normally that's a thing that happens sometimes. People do be
Think over
dying.
Cliff. Yeah.
I mean, not just at the eating contest.
I'm pretty sure 2 people died. Anyway.
Okay. So, as soon
Should
I
I
guess-
be concerned about Hades?
I don't know. Should you?
I'm asking God.
I don't know. He's over
Yeah,
there.
you're the player.
I mean, it's only a guard drake. It can only eat him.
Only.
Yeah, but have you met Hades?
No. Actually. Technically, no.
I think I'm just gonna keep an eye on that, and if something goes down, I'll step in. He's been a very good boy.
Oh, weird drinking coffee from my cup. How do people do this normally without just drinking from pots?
Because a pot is there so we could share.
Oh, we share, but we just take turns sipping from the spout.
That
It's
is
coming-
unsanitary.
We work in the mine. I'm pretty sure sanitation was the least of our concerns.
Well, this is Gravencliff, and this is a different bar. So things are a little bit different. That's all.
You're not
Dwarves
getting
have
your
built-in
coffee
filters.
from Jackal will wave over to Layla. Can I have one more meat pie? I'm
God
kind of
damn
finished
it.
with this one already. Actually, no, I have finished.
I
already.
hate when he said that. Literally, a sound effect of someone slapping the table went off. I'm like, why?
Yes.
That was timed way too well.
Yeah, sure,
thought it
hon. Let
should
me
eat.
put that in.
Can I just get something normal sized? Anything really?
Rose, how about you go get them some of them, yeah. Rose, you see her, she just hops behind a table, comes back with, 1, 2, 3, 4, just donuts, bear
Oh,
claws.
sick.
Bear claws are called dragon claws here, because they get, they put nails at the end of it.
Mm,
Here you go.
thank you
Thank
kindly.
you.
Thanks.
Well appreciated. Haven't had sweet in a long time.
I hate this gift.
Tasty.
Ew.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck? Well, you all eat up. Sure, we got a long day ahead of us.
I mean, we got people. I guess we gotta look for Nestor and wherever else shows up for those wanted posters. And you see Jackal talking while eating and chewing fast enough and swallowing the food that it seems like he's not even talking with his mouth full anymore.
Hmm.
And
I'm
adds,
sure.
Look,
And-
Odin, I have a list of what I'm selling.
Oh no.
Would you like me to look at it?
Yes.
Sure. Is there a
Babe,
list that I
Just
could
give
look
me the
at?
highlights.
Okay.
Oh, do you want? If you're gonna post the whole list, post the whole list.
I didn't know there was an actual list.
She has a list.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, Oogie.
We've gotten some things while you were gone.
Nice.
While this is going on, Layla comes back with the second meat pie.
Thank you kindly.
And yeah, you guys just enjoy a nice lunch in this very calm atmosphere. Kind of a weird juxtaposition to the this area that she has set up her shop in. Is it a very high traffic hustle and bustle area? So just think kind of just pretty main street areas,
Mm-hmm. So like a small what's the term I'm looking for? Bistro, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
And we said the Silver Pint is in the lower ward, right?
Right, yeah,
Correct.
you guys are pretty close. You're pretty much catty corner to Layla.
Awesome.
Layla's is what it's called. And as you're watching, Hades and this guard, this dragon dog, just are playing like dogs do. Like Hades is a bit smaller, but sometimes he gets the upper hand.
That's so sweet.
I'm not sure if I spelled sardonyx or sardonyx right, but it's that shiny rock.
Huh.
It's what SARDONYX, I think, or close to that.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty close.
Whoa.
Don't ask why I know that offhand.
You'll be happy to know that not everything on there is a body part.
The
I usually
longsword?
look at things optimistically.
There's the vials of liquid that we don't know what it is.
Okay. Let's
That you
just
found
take a
with the
look.
dragon bones.
Okay. First on the list. Dragon arm thingy.
That's what we told you about that earlier.
I didn't think you were serious. Lawn sword. Okay.
I found that in the man-eating plant.
Hmm.
Oh fuck, she's not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I
Fine.
had thought.
3 vials of Red liquid.
Yep.
Red liquid.
Yep.
Did
Yep.
do we know what the red liquid?
Found, not taken from
Found.
anything. Just found.
Okay. Okay. Come on, guys. Mystery bones.
We found those in the backyard of our new tavern.
Hmm. Okay.
No, you found those
Yes.
and the vials in the room that you took.
All
Oh,
right.
you're right. Sorry, there's more bones that I haven't dug up in the backyard. These
Correct.
bones are specifically in there.
I love how Odin's just getting all this and like, well,
All right. I mean, yeah.
So,
This ain't great. Yes, Jackal.
no, I'm just gonna look over to Zephyr. Those bodies that were buried in the garden, I'm guessing they were good fertilizer, but I still question what our previous owners, the previous owners were like. They left a huge mess. They pretty much left it a wreck and did so much crazy chaos. Are you sure they weren't the bad guys or some
It
sort
was
of?
called. What are they called again? The ones that the previous name.
The Dungeon Dinguses.
No. The bar.
the
Rainy
shit that
day.
Day.
No, the one you call it all the time.
Oh, the shithole.
Shithole. There we go.
Oh my god, the bodies make so much sense now.
That wasn't what I was
Fertilizer.
implying. I was just.
Huh.
I mean,
Huh.
I think the bodies were likely just people that may have been trespassing.
Or maybe they were just put there. Maybe the previous owners didn't know about it.
Didn't you mention also, Rowan, a box came through in the garden while you were working there?
Yes, a box. And
Oh
it
my
gave
gosh,
us...
it was so weird.
He liked shiny things.
Was it the weird one with the large arms and the baby feet?
Yep.
He
That
ate
very
people.
What?
The very same one that threw a cow pie at us.
Are we in the same world right now? Same continent.
Well,
Talking about
you have,
Ravencliff, right? Not
yes,
the moon.
you have missed a lot while you are gone. Trust me.
All right.
Yes, Elric.
When he was frustrated, he put big eyebrows on his face. Like he didn't have
Oh.
any, he put them there.
Okay. Well. All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure things can't get much more bizarre. Giant Draugr eye. Just giving a look at Rowan.
You did notice that there's a giant spherical object in her bag,
Okay.
like a basketball.
I'm sure there's a story behind this one too.
We fought Draugr assassins.
She fucked it up when it was still alive.
Assassins. By definition, like assassins came to kill you specifically.
No, we killed them first.
We chased them into their house.
Brock, you know what I'm saying? Eric, I forget. You know what I mean? Like, were they contract killers or were they just no
They
no
weren't complete.
do-gooders?
They were under the coalition, so at least some
So,
of them were.
No do-gooders. All right, we'll put them under that category. Then we got a
Sardonyx.
I don't got my glasses, you know. Sardonyx,
This
rock.
is what...
in parentheses, shiny rock, smiley face. Close parentheses. The smiley face is part of the parentheses. Okay.
Where the hell is that at? Because I can't see that.
On chat.
I just made it. I just made it up.
No. Like
It's
where
in
in chat?
Drake's Salvation chat. In
Oh, okay.
Dingus's. Or like, or not Dingus's, fucking...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw it now.
So, did you pick this one off the ground, or did you find this in a man-eating Gilgamesh super beast?
This is the rock that Tick gave... Was it Jackal?
Yes, that was me.
Or
It was
Goat
back.
even?
No, Tick gave me the shiny rock because I gave him rations,
Oh,
and
that's right.
you guys were teaching him.
Wait,
equivalent
I thought-
exchange.
I thought that was the not to get out of. That was the rock that you got from Klaus for giving him a shiny.
Yes.
No, we didn't.
No.
Yes, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I think it was.
Wasn't
Yeah.
No, we got a
I think
shiny
Klaus
egg from
gave.
Oh yeah. The
No,
egg.
yeah, Klaus gave you the
Yes.
egg.
Okay. My bad.
Jackal gave me the rock to sell.
Yes.
'cause he has
Now
three
pass me the rock.
While you guys are going through
You got
this,
enough rocks for your head already.
Zephyr, Hades comes wandering back. And he's got that dog face. And you know what it is. He's about to sneeze. He's hey.
Nice.
Bless you. I didn't know.
Oh my god! Wait, what?
Huh. It got
Uh,
polymorphed.
Zephyr, I think Hades got a little scaly
Polymorph?
and a horn.
What's in this coffee?
I'm sorry, but everyone but the person who actually knows has said that he has scales. What's happening?
Do you see what Hades looks like?
Yeah,
No.
Wait.
right
did-
there.
what-
Yeah.
I just said
Oh.
Hades looks scaly with a horn on his head.
Yeah, that's Hades. He just transforms.
Okay, my roll 20s.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was
Oof.
like, he looks like Hades. What are you talking about?
Oh.
do you need me to post it in the Discord?
I will do it right now.
Thank you. Yeah, Hades has taken up the guise of a guard drake.
Wait. When did we get the pet?
Arf.
What? Why?
Arf. Arf.
Being around the other one?
Arf.
Don't woof.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm at a loss.
No, it's fine.
Well, pretty much all that happened is that he wandered off, played with another animal, came back, sneezed, turned into this.
Maybe he ate something.
If I'm being honest, it's not that weird because sometimes he's a fox.
Arf.
I know
But-
that doesn't make sense, but it's a thing.
But aren't wolves and foxes different?
I mean, they did have a common ancestor, but so
Did
did
you
bad.
help?
No, like he
Did you-
physically turns into like a weird fox thing.
Have you been helping Elric with drinking our supply?
God, I hope so.
No, I can't explain it. I don't know what's happening.
Wait, were you taking some of those drugs that were apparently left in
There
the
were
room?
no drugs.
We still need
Oh.
to find the drugs.
Mm,
Aren't you good?
Why are they so insistent on having drugs now?
I'm not sure, really.
I mean, you are a druid. Why?
Oh my god!
Oh, right, you changed the animal shapes. So maybe Hades wiggles his fingers, druidic powers.
Heh. If.
Can I roll like a history?
What the
Anything about what's
Oh, what
happening?
is happening?
Oh, hell no!
My roll 20 is still not loading.
Stop it.
Jackal immediately. This is the first time you actually see Jackal actually back up to a wall. Oh, hell no!
I'm sorry, what did you feed Hades this morning?
Hold on, I still can't see it.
I'll screenshot for you.
Yeah, hold on. Damn it, why? Now you're just being mean.
How big is is he the same size? What's
Yep.
happening?
Yep, he's
He's
still
not
Hades
changed size.
But Jackal's already up on. He's up on the against the wall.
Man, that's the fastest I've seen Jackal move when it wasn't mentioned food.
Hell no! 80s, please turn yourself back into something. I don't. Anything but that.
Ah.
No, I'm serious, 80s.
I'm just gonna put my hands out. Come here.
Oh no.
He's
Oh,
now.
how-
Oh
no! See, he's fine, you guys. It's still Hades.
I
He's
know it's
truly-
Hades. I just don't. I don't like the form he's currently in.
I really have no
Pick up.
spell for that.
He's
I
gonna
don't
pick
think
him up
any of
and
us
kinda
do, old
hold
man.
him towards Jackal. Look, he's so cute.
No. Nope. I had bad experience with that basilisk thing. I know that's Hades, but no. Please don't.
Callisti, you really can't determine the school. It's Fey magic is weird. It's definitely Fey. That's all you can really tell from detect magic.
But is it something cast on him or something that he is?
Kind of emanates from him.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is some druidic Fey BS.
I'm just gonna. Are you okay?
Ruff,
No, he can't speak with animals, Jeebus.
ruff. No. Yeah. Why?
You look very different, my friend.
You're fine.
Are you sure? Why don't you think
Yes.
Doug? Think Doug.
Dog. Dog.
Can you be the dog?
Dog. Dog. What's the dog?
Look
I
at
don't
it.
know what's happening.
Is there
I'm very-
pepper on the table?
Yes.
Is there like a pepper shaker on the
Yeah.
table?
Yes.
Callisti picks up the
Yes,
pepper
he's
shaker.
fine.
Callisti picks up the pepper shaker, puts a little in her hand, does her mage hand
What's he
things a little
doing?
bit.
Can I play?
Did I put him
It's
down?
time to play. Time to play. He's bouncing on Rowan's lap.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
not play right now, because you look weird.
Rowan,
when
he
you
is
breathe
heavy.
this out.
As he's
Oh,
starting to
he's a
breathe
chunk.
in, like Callisti's gonna like gauge it so that when he's like getting a little bit like he's about to like breathe in heavy, then she's gonna take the hand that's got a little bit of pepper in it and just like stiff it on his nose.
Oh.
While they're doing that, I'm drinking the rest of the coffee pot.
Snuffing
Oh
my dog.
Eh.
God.
If.
Is that normal now?
Huh? Huh?
Oh.
If.
Oh no.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Wait.
See, he's a fox sometimes. I know.
Well,
right?
that's better.
Wait, why is he?
I would prefer any other form but that previous one.
Is that made of rock?
Actually, what is he made out of?
Oh,
Me?
He's heavy. Yeah.
Are we not playing?
Yes, we play. Well,
you wouldn't understand.
He's just making weird fox noises.
You don't speak magical, fox friend.
Disgusting.
Callisti just pets him. Like,
Mm.
it's definitely him.
You know what?
Nothing we can do other than let him sneeze until he.
We're
is
gonna
him.
go outside because something in here is making him sneezy. When y'all are ready.
Yeah, the other guy, he pepped me on the nose and I got sneezy, and then you guys all got weird.
We look weird
No, you just started acting weird.
because you looked weird.
That's rude.
Jesus.
Come on.
She's running.
Yes, I believe
She's running.
we have to go.
So he
meet
seems
Nestor.
kind of. Oh God.
Oh, no.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where are we going? We going?
Wait.
She made
You
change.
actually.
No, only Zephyr hears this. He's just
Oh,
making
I was
yippy dog noises still.
Well, as he's following Callisti's still doing the mage hand stuff that she's been training him with.
Oh.
To play with.
The untouchable,
Elric's just taking the coffee pot and drinking it as he walks off.
the untouchable has returned. I shall vanquish you.
Oh my
Jack
God.
will go over to Layla to
Hi.
pay for his other meat pie.
Oh, yeah, just 2 silver, dear.
No problem.
Layla, do you mind if I take the pot? I'll bring it. I'll make sure to pay you back.
You take my pot, you lose a hand.
Ah, fine. Put the pot down.
We will get you a bigger cup.
I already have the biggest cup they can make outside of Grell's, and he won't let me ever touch that.
As you guys make it outside, he does a good shake. There's a couple leaves that fall off his tail. And then with one final if he turns back into regular Hades.
Can I pick up those leaves?
Sure.
Oh no!
It's not like
I know, it's funny. Go ahead, you can take them.
I want to see what they are.
And you make your way down to Captain Stout's.
I have a question for Jabus.
Yes.
So, as a player, I'm pretty sure I know what's happening. I think. But how about Zephyr? Is he like?
Zephyr, it does feel like
Or there are just some things the druids just you got to learn on your own kind of thing.
Yeah, this might be a learning experience for you. It's a little weird. You've never seen an animal wild shape before, because why would an animal wild shape? They're already wild. But you've come to learn that Hades isn't really super normal.
The elf girl's here.
Super duper.
She's a gnome.
No. Ears.
Yeah.
Long ears.
Oh boy. Fucking Chad McChaddington's right there. My favorite, man. That image is just so good. I don't know why.
Fucking good.
What a happy guy.
Yeah, what a great, just good guy.
I'm just a hoppa.
I fucking love that video.
That was Hades.
Yeah, that's just Hades whenever he's going.
No, Hades is that one puppy gif we've all seen. Ain't never gonna break my stride.
Never gonna turn me down. Uh-oh.
And he's just moving.
On the ground.
No.
That's when he's in combat. Found a stick on the ground. Jackal, you go into the door. It actually seems somewhat calm. It is like 2:30 in the afternoon, so there's no like. There might be, the bar fights are usually at a minimum in the peak of the heat because nobody wants to go outside and beat each other up because it's hot.
So I look over to the others and just ask, so besides Nestor, are we looking for any other potential people? I look up to Elric.
Not currently. Let me look.
Zephyr.
I don't see. I have a list of some other people we can look for next day, considering we've been shopping around. I think this should be our last stop, at least for today, just so we can recuperate. Then we can look for others later.
I mean, I'll take a look at the list of people and just say, so Charlie mentioned Tick.
He said he needed a job. I am very reluctant.
He could be a greeter.
He could also just be a spot of eyes, just to make sure nobody's doing any backdoor dirty dealings when we're not looking.
I was actually thinking about hiring Tick as an assistant.
Assistant to who?
To me.
For...
I very cautiously step back from Callisti. Not gonna be like the Da's sister, right?
Who?
The Great Frog Heath.
The Great Frog.
The Jackal moves again. Is like, the frog guy. I think you called him a grung.
Oh. No.
I mean, he did seem elated that you and people used his sister for parts, but
Grung are a very unique culture.
right.
Well, it,
So I mean, the door's not locked. I don't know why nobody's going in.
Oh yeah, no.
You're all just fucking hanging out outside.
Patient.
excuse me as our party vamps.
Captain,
I don't wish
Captain,
to
you
push-
got yeah. Before you come in, Captain, you hear somebody hollering from outside. You're clogging up my goddamn door.
My
We're
mind
coming
went-
in. We're coming in.
Yeah.
Can't you see I got all these customers coming in?
There's not a line behind us, is there?
No.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Well, actually, not surprisingly, there's a lot of people we actually know.
Well,
You see, yeah, it's hard to miss because mainly it's pretty loud when he moves. The steam-powered Construct 14 grabs a cup, brings it to his mouth, puts it down. There's a halfling sitting at the bar, just head in his, like, the elbow on the table, 2 fingers on his temple, and his head in his hand, just like, yes. Hey, Construct. Tell me again how you made a dagger today. Callisti, behind you, you see a gnome nursing a very large mug. She has, it's hard to miss, the goggles on her head, a plethora of tools going around her belt. A lot of you have met Carter. He's passed out, just face down on the table.
I'll leave him be for a minute, sleeping. I've drank many a time with Carter, so this is not a
Well,
first.
I put the ingot in the forge, and then fuck me.
What?
Oh man.
Hey, what? That sounds a weird way to put an ingot in.
At this point, he swivels around on the bar stool. This is the 14th time I've heard this story today. No pun intended about the name. Now, who are you lot?
Yeah. This is
Do I owe you money?
Jackal. Nope. I'm actually here to take up on your offer for the security.
Oh, right. You're the group that took over
The Silver Pint.
the Silver
Don't
Pint.
say what you're about to say, please. Tired of it at this point.
So,
Shh, don't. Callisti,
Out of
no.
curiosity-
So he hops down from the stool. You want a demonstration or am I hired? And he starts stretching.
Not my job interview.
Jackal
not
thinks
mine.
about it. Is like, yes, actually, first before the interview though, and demonstration. Are you currently free now, and not dealing with any contracts or other obligations?
No, I am contract free. Now defend yourself! And he just jumps and tackles you at the knees.
All right. Since I was kind of prepared for this too. What do I roll?
Roll either athletics or athletics. That's actually pretty fine with his stats. Athletics or acrobatics to avoid getting grappled.
Acrobats. Let's see this.
Oh my god.
23. You see him coming, and the hand goes down as you push his head down, just barely missing you. Like, you're swift, but did you miss the fit? And he uses his extra attack to try to grapple you with a leg lock.
Just so you know, I'm swift, and I attempt to point over to Elric. He's the strong one. All right, so let's see. Yeah, let's try that again. Another acrobatics.
Acrobatics, that fails. You push his head down, but he springs up, and literally, you just see his crotch hit your face as he grabs one of your arms, wraps it around, and he has you grappled.
Okay.
Now what are you gonna do about this one, big man?
I'm just going to use my free hand, grab him, and I'm attempting to just simply slam him into the ground.
All right. Roll
I'll
the
be
hit.
doing a. Okay. What do you
Just
want me
as
to roll?
You're
Strength
not
or
proficient in unarmed.
unarmed? No.
All right, so just
Unarmed
a
or
just a simple strength.
All right.
I forget.
Oh.
You
my-
try to slam him onto the ground, but as he's going down, he flips backwards, keeping perfect control over the hand he has, and he just like he ends up standing where you're supposed to put his head, and now you're on your knees in front of him, and you're just pulling on that tendon in your arm in that police lock.
Now I could feel how Elric felt when Sir Purple gave him the chicken wing.
Yeah.
Jeebus.
What?
Question. The table next to me, is there like a mug or something? Like just on the table? Like a metal mug or something?
There's the one that Calhoun is drinking out of.
Okay, no, I was gonna... There's nothing like any silverware or like dishes or anything, because if not, then it's fine.
No, actually, it's relatively empty, so it's really just
Okay.
her stuff. He
Yeah,
had
I
a
don't
pint.
wanna-
He had a pint he was drinking out of.
Well,
Excuse me. Coming
I'm
through.
just gonna to roll forward with the arm lock, and I will attempt to drop kick him from a very bad position.
All right, disadvantage.
Yes. So what will that be? A strength or a?
It'd be a strength again, because
Okay. 15.
15 misses. Now, before I do this, and since he keeps trying to fucking hit me, as my future employers, can I knock this fucker out?
Let me think. I don't know. Can you handle two people at once? And I grab his mug and throw it over at his head.
Roll
Should I impose on this?
I would just...
It's technically an improvised weapon. What am I rolling?
So you're
'Cause I do
proficient
have
with it. So what?
Yeah.
Athletics.
Yeah.
If you hit, it'll be a
Stick my arm.
1d4.
I stick
Okay.
my arm in front of Odin and just be like, no, I just want to watch.
That misses.
Well,
As-
this isn't our
Damn.
bar.
You know what? He's going to use one of his special features. Jackal, what is your AC?
My current AC, if we let me remove the shield.
Does a
because,
14 hit it with a -5?
Hold on. Let me just get the shield off because I only have my armor on, but not the shield. So it'll be 17 AC.
17 -5. So a roll a 1d4 plus strength. Elric.
All right.
As Jackal, while you are grappled by this man, he can use you to impose
That's amazing.
use you to deflect an attack with a -5 to your
1d4
AC.
1d4 plus 7, so that's 8.
No, that's not how that
Wait.
works. What's your strength?
My 5. Sorry. So plus.
So you take a fucking cup to the face.
Taking
Okay,
how
you
much?
can 5.
All right. Sorry about this, lad.
All right. No.
As you're being grappled,
good.
he's going to knock you on the back of the head.
Oh, I saw a nat 20.
Yeah, I know. I saw it too. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
All right, cool. Roll a Constitution save.
Normal.
Just normal. You pass.
18.
It's like, oh, you got a tough one here, but you do take. Oh, another 7 damage.
Jesus. No, I actually like this one. Glad he's going to be hired.
You can tell that this man is very used to fighting people much bigger than him.
I mean, I'm
Yep.
convinced.
I'm convinced as well.
I mean, you can
Jack
still
the
knock him
Lion.
out if you want. It'd be funny, actually.
You see the hand go up and go, nah. Sorry about the shoulder. That's gonna hurt for a good 2 days.
Jackal just kind of wiggles his arm a little bit around. I mean, compared to what happened to Brock here with
Sir Purple, I think I can manage.
Ah, you fought the myth himself. Congratulations on not being dead.
I mean, he almost dislocated my whole arm, so I wouldn't call it fought, more like I got thrown to the ground very fastly.
Who
It
taught?
was-
Guess who taught me how to wrestle? Didn't like the armor though. Clashed with my style.
But yeah.
Holds
I
holds
de-
out a
I
hand
definitely-
to Jackal and then to Elric.
Jackal
I'm pretty
takes
sure
the
you know
hand.
who I am. Name's Nestor.
Jackal. We
Elric.
already met. But yep, you got my vote for hiring.
Oh, I'm certainly looking to hire. This is great. I haven't had someone kick Jackal's ass in a while, and it's fun to watch.
I didn't
Also
even need
good
to get the
bar
billy
fights.
clubs out.
You have billy clubs?
He flips back the jacket, and you'd see two just pretty much bats.
I know what a billy club is.
Yeah.
They're like
It's-
the really
it's the police
fat,
baton.
thick- Yeah, well, it's a British police baton with like a
Yeah.
really fat head.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Fucking, they're amazing. See, I told you this man was a great idea.
So, what am I doing for you?
Well, we'll write up the contract, and if you'll be security for the Silver Pint, come by later this evening, and we'll go over details and contract.
And think of it this way, at least you won't be kicked out of Gravencliff and you'll have a job. I don't know how they do housing, but...
Yeah,
at
the
least you
docks
can
are a
stay here
bit
for a
different,
while.
but it'd be nice to have a bed again.
We do
Can't
have the
see-
security room.
Can't keep sleeping inside a Captain Stout's storage locker. You've been doing what now, boy? Oh, cat's out of the bag.
No, cat is right there, and he points at Callisti.
Shit, no alley cat.
Callisti just sighs deeply
Jackal
before
also
looking over at
sighs.
Calhoun.
But yeah, Jackal
Hi.
shakes Nestor's hand.
Can I help you?
Well, are you Calhoun?
Who's asking?
Somebody recommended you as a potential handyman slash bookie.
I am really good at numbers. Do you... What are we looking
Callisti
for?
pulls out a sheet of paper, writes out a whole bunch of stuff, and just slides it across. It's like a full accounting sheet. And she's like, "This is a job interview."
You're wrong here, and that one's fake.
Callisti pulls it back, adjusts her glasses.
Clissy, you didn't actually notice you were wrong on two of them until you accidentally you just did it too fast.
Wow, she's good.
Do you have any references to make sure you haven't embezzled from any companies that you've worked for in the previous past?
No?
What the actual hell?
You didn't even
Damn.
ask.
Dang.
I'll be checking your numbers.
Okay, fine.
Right?
I would, but you know, they burnt down because a fucking dragon ate my entire city. So, you know, sorry.
You're hired as the accountant, or at least, well, in the interim.
Fine.
If you'll drop by the Silver Pint this evening, we'll go for contract.
I didn't even know I was looking for a job. But yeah, sure. I gotta get out of this place. The floor's too damn sticky. Pretty sure Cat was drinking soy sauce.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
Wait, isn't it that really sour? Wait, is that supposed to be like vinegar?
I don't know.
Soy sauce is a fermented usage of a certain bean.
So like coffee.
More like liquid salt.
That sounds disgusting.
That sounds hazardous.
Silver Pint. Where's that? I haven't heard of it.
Used to be word the rainy day, but we got of it.
Really?
Don't. Please don't say it. Please don't.
But I mean, come on.
It's not anymore, okay?
A woman of my expertise working there.
We got the latrine cleaned out, okay?
And we also cleaned up the floors as well as all other things. So
Also, we have gotten in. We have also hired a decent wait staff by the name of Aaron, so at least we're trying to make improvements to it.
We have
You see
security
the
wait
sign?
staff, decent thing, consistent lodger, and a contract that will be for wine once we discover nail and other things.
You had me at fine. All right, I'll be there.
Fucking woman of small taste, but when you hit him, you got him.
no, she has a refined taste.
Thank you.
Let's see. Shit,
But yes, we are making improvements to that place. And yes, it's understandable why you call that place the shithole. It will not be the shithole anymore.
You got a spot for me to be working on my tinkering?
I look over to Callisti.
We do.
Well, since we really haven't
Why don't we discuss that
entertained the
later?
idea of the fighting arena, I could imagine it could be converted for the time being with the safety protocols that are there. It would probably be best.
Don't we also got a gift shop or something in the making?
Sounds
Well,
good
that's
to
for
me.
Rowan.
As long as
Yeah,
there's
well-
lodging in a place for me to get a ratchet in again. It's been a minute since I've been able to make something fun.
Define fun.
No, whatever I feel like.
I feel like this is a much better investment than we're already making.
A couple of only blown up a couple times.
That's why we wanted in the fighting arena. You'll understand it's heavily protected for outside people, so I believe it would be an excellent shot.
But at least if it blows up, it'll just blow up in the ring. He may need to be healed a few times, so we may have to turn that back on or get some more clerics for it eventually.
So, out of pure curiosity, now that I just realized this, but why was there a fighting arena in that place that we inherited?
Probably held fights to get money. Easy thing to do. A lot of bars do.
Nestor, you like get knee high, walks up to you. Made a lot of money there. A lot of money.
See, if you put bets in fighting arena, then you can easily use it to turn profit. It's just, and it gives people an outlet instead of beating shit out of each other in main bar. It gives them somewhere to actually fight.
I mean,
See, that's
feel
the
like
thing.
they have a black market.
That place used to have a fight every night, and then if you paid the robot guy, whatever the fuck his name was, 10 gold, whoever was standing at the end ended up with 20 gold.
So 10
Supernote
gold, you
didn't
get 20
tell
gold.
us he was a bookie.
Well, each fighter puts in 10. The winner comes
Ah.
out, gets it all.
I mean, Callisti's
Not
kind of
even a cut for the
broken.
house. It was great.
Damn, how the hell did they make money then?
Alcohol. All the drunk idiots doing the regular betting. The fighters are the ones who actually made the real money.
If only I could
No.
have been there in the heyday. That would have been fun time.
It
the
damn
money
was.
We should go back to the bar and discuss that one. Miss Callisti, for the first time ever, Callisti looks actually pretty shifty. Suddenly.
Good. I'm influencing them. Good, no, I'm just
Jacko just
kidding.
looked very oblivious, but so.
I was assuming you're walking and talking.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna.
Yeah, we're probably heading back to the bar.
Yeah, so Jacko was like, so. Is it possible to ask Klein to add more stuff, or?
We may need more money before we can start doing that, but it is on the list. I have his letter and Elric will hold it up. So if we need him or any request, we can just send them in, and he should be able to respond.
I mean, I still got some cash left in, well, gold on my end. Will it be enough?
Well, we do have the gold still from the 650, depending on how much our contracting ends up being, plus our regular rates and our startup costs. We might have enough for one option. It's not the best option because it usually does come up with mediocre to potentially subpar results, but with our meeting tomorrow, if we could potentially acquire a well, that would be one thing, but that's not enough. It's not an uncommon enchantment, but as I said, it comes out mediocre at best. Perhaps we could get a keg enchanted with an unending enchantment.
Isn't that not what Klein gave us for? So like what Klein did for the pantry, but a little bit more so.
We wouldn't have to really source ale, being that it's going to be a problem, but it's going to taste pretty bad.
Well,
These
if we
I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you hire anybody else?
no, right now. Oh wait, yeah. We
Jeff.
Mama.
We didn't buy tick, so
Technically speaking, we also sold a deal for.
Well, Mamaraki's not an employee.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then yeah, that's
No,
all we hired.
Just.
Oh wait, no, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron.
Aaron, right.
Yes.
I was literally staring
Yeah.
at a sheet.
The fuck?
but being that ale is usually considered a pretty cheap, it might be able to pass it off. Presentation's, half of the battle.
Well, the thing is, when people are drunk enough, they're willing to spend money even on the shittiest booze. I talk from experience. Once you get someone going, so we could sell them the wine, we could get them drunk, get them situated, and then start selling the shittier stuff in order to turn a profit.
Well, also being that
I believe that goes against my programming.
Damn it.
I mean, why would we give the customers a reason to call the Silver Pine another shithole if we're gonna give them bad stuff? So,
Good point.
Well, there might actually be a way to mitigate that problem, but being that we have a significant herb garden and potentially could source some other things, we could take a fairly mediocre ale or mead and spice it up, quite literally, or fruit it.
I look over to Sir Pendleton. Do you know any way to use what Callisti said? Sir Pendleton?
Not currently. That's not how he sounds. Not currently.
Oh, also while we were out.
Okay.
Sir Pendleton, have you seen Jeff by chance? Did he come through the window again?
No, Mr. Jefferson has been gone for quite some time.
Wait, his name
I
was
feel like-
Jefferson?
Yes, Jeff Jefferson.
I fucking hate you.
I feel like now would be the time to start worrying about Jeff.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. Yep.
Let's get the contracts and then we'll go look for Jeff.
Here's the thing though, if the others show up and we're all gone, that would kind of look bad, so...
No, I mean, that's what I mean. We'll wait for them to arrive, deal with
okay.
that, then spend the evening looking for Jeff.
So how much are we how much are we paying them for their services and time, and I guess the biggest...
So
two
this is
questions.
when that little fuzzy bit of the show ends up happening, and you guys all learn that the people that you will be hiring, as long as the bar is doing well, will be happy, and you guys don't have to do any fucking math against your own pockets.
Thank you.
No, fuck you. I want Google Doc spreadsheets of everyone, their pay, how they drink, eat, and
Anyway,
sleep.
the main two questions that Jackal really wanted to get to was when do we open, And what time slots are we going to put ourselves in for the people to come in and all that stuff? Our opening hours.
Makes sense.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Especially where it makes sense.
Yeah, that scares me. I miss Jeff. He was my boy.
Sir Pendleton, do you happen to know which times were the most popular in the past?
The lunch rush was usually our second most heavily endured time. When the dinguses were in town, we had the fight pit open, and that is when we were and he's gone.
Okay, so assuming that
broke
we would
him.
go for lunch dinner.
Hmm.
Oh,
Sounds
geez, we
good.
forgot entertainment.
Didn't we want to talk to that Guile guy? Oh no, wait, sorry. Excuse. Player takes that back.
Yeah, we didn't
No,
we
no,
didn't
you
mention
don't.
anything about Guile.
No, you don't. The door opens, and in walks Olga and who you can only assume is Garen. Is Olga early?
Nope,
No,
right on time.
contract.
Good. Just walks just straight behind the bar. Who is this?
Oh. That's Sir Pendleton, your senior, as well as your I look over to Brock and Clissy. What is the proper term for head waiter? Server?
Head waiter.
Yeah, I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. I didn't work in restaurants. I drank at all of them.
You drinking them?
I don't ask the person, hello person serving me, what is your name and what do you do for a job? That is right. I just pay them.
A
Sir
bit.
Pendleton,
absolute
our primary bartender here. He understands the majority of the functionings. He will train you on those. And if you happen to know any drinks or meals of such that Sir Pendleton does not, we would appreciate you educating him on those.
Fine. Olga will do so. Now,
Place to assault
Fendelman,
the
move. I need to make drinks for new employer, and also Little Red Man. Hi.
Felicity signs the contract and holds out a
Oh.
pen. You'll just sign here, and initial here, and
Wait, when she initials, it's just a fucking circle.
Oh.
Yes, that is the letter O.
it works. All right.
Jackal will now look to this person over here.
Hi.
So, what services are you offering? Or
What?
Skill sets.
No,
Are you
no,
a
no, no,
customer,
no, no,
or are you
no.
looking for-
I'm Garen. I've got the contract from Mamareki.
Ah, perfect. Clisty, it's all
Right.
you.
My apologies. Let's go over here, and we will discuss the finer points.
Okay.
Should one of us be there? I look over to Brock and
Do you okay,
Bro.
let me ask you this. Do you trust me with a contract?
no.
Exactly. And you just keep picking up a glass and drinking it?
Rowan, do I want to hear it in, or should I?
I
I
can.
mean, you are a merchant. Might get some finer tips from Callisti, as she was sort of getting a lot of the shifty eye things.
Who is-
Otherwise, yes, I'd like to have.
So he starts going off, pointing out different paragraphs. Like, so this one is the exclusive right to sell wine in this establishment. If you sell wine from any other place, then Mama Reki will what I have heard as take the biggest one's kneecaps.
Well, goodbye, Elric. It was cool having
Let's
me.
sit there for a second. Is like,
That's I don't know why I started with the scary one, but that's really it. Other than this is here are the percentages.
okay.
This is she wrote it, so this is probably what you both agreed on at some point earlier today. And he digs into a bag at his hip, and he brings out he goes impossibly deep in it and grabs a small barrel, and he puts it on the table. This is a welcome home gift from Mama Reki herself.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. If you ever need anything, you'll probably go through me. She's pretty busy. She's the one who usually makes it. But if you have any problems with A, the wine, B, any idiots in here, we will surely take care of it, especially if they're complaining about our product.
If you have some advertising materials, please drop them by. We'll make sure that they're prominently displayed.
He just turns the keg, and it just says Mama Reki's.
I also meant window signs, bar indents, any kind of other things, glasses, such wine charms.
Sure, I'll ask.
Wine charms.
I'll ask Mama if she's got anything. I think those orc boys make stuff for it.
Thank you. Then Callisti will make sure everything's dotted and T'd and in the right order.
Yeah. Again, just stuff I'm not gonna make you deal with. Contract is good. It's nothing's fucked up about it. I'm not even gonna make you roll. Callisti's too much of a nerd to not read every word.
Oh god, we made a deal with the Rakshasa.
His hand turns backwards and starts writing, and you are confused.
Yeah, so he signs it in proxy, and so pretty much he's letting you know that he'll probably be your distributor if you need any wine or anything for specifics. So, say you really need a specific bottle of wine for a fancy party you're going to as a present for person A, you could probably go find Garrick, and he could probably hook you up. Is the good way to think about that.
All right. You know what? Let's. I think we're doing well with this. If everybody else shows up, let's plan to start getting our deliveries the day after tomorrow.
Can do.
Thank you.
All right, I have to walk back. Enjoy the wine. That one's, yeah. He spins. He opens the cork, gives it a smell. Yeah, this is the one that I made.
Thank you.
He wanders out. Oh, excuse me. Still, why does this keep making so much sense? As
It's literally just going in order.
that's why. Good afternoon, or evening, should I say?
Good evening. Oh, did I echoed?
Somebody's echoing.
Bradles.
I think, yeah. Is he cooking something? Or is there a sink?
Hey, well, I
He's
don't hear
making
it
dinner
anyway.
for us.
I did for a second. Anyway,
You see that he has classed himself up to be in the token picture attire. He's got his his tie, vest. He's got a white rag that's in his belt on the current moment.
Very nice.
Thank you. I pride myself on appearances.
Yep. We are looking to open the day after tomorrow.
Good.
Question: is anyone taking up the guest room up here or no? Currently.
Jeff.
That's
we
what I.
gave
Okay.
it to
Oh yeah,
Jeff.
Jeff. Okay, I forgot because Jeff hasn't been back.
Assume.
Yeah, I think we're giving it to Jeff and to our security.
Yeah. Assume
Okay.
there is other housing.
Okay, that's what I that's what I wanted to ask because I
Yeah.
didn't know where.
So
it was gonna
there
go.
is an offshoot building that was already bought and paid for housing of employees. Something that's never going to be on the map, so I didn't put it on the map.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure, for my own sanity. Well then, I hope you find at least what minimal housing we have suitable for now.
I thank you for the opportunity.
If you'll just sign here and here and here and initial and
Yeah, you see him every once in a while as you're bringing him through the ropes. He's got to like stretch his right shoulder, and then he continues back to writing.
all right. Welcome aboard.
I will begin working immediately. This place needs a bit of a touch up.
That's what I like to hear.
And you see him. He walks back to a to the kitchen, and you see her like just general organizing.
Alright.
I think we've picked the right people so far.
I think
None of
so,
them.
too.
None of them have threatened to kill us. So that's the first.
I thought that was my interview. I didn't know I was supposed to be trying to kill you.
I mean, if you want to try again, you're certainly welcome to. Jackal, fight this man again for entertainment.
Am I getting paid for it?
No, you're not on the
Hey,
clock yet.
Then
Work
it's not
starts
my
tomorrow.
problem.
I took my turn. It's your turn as it is.
Alex just like waves his hand off as he's like drinking his mug.
You guys see as she hasn't even walked in the door. She's actually like instantly just begins inspecting the hinges, everything about the entryway. You see like she has a calculator that is not a calculator, but a tape measure that is wrapped around her wrist, so like she can. Yeah. So General Callisti, you found a nerd friend.
Disgusting.
Hey, he pulls up a chair and sits down. What are we drinking? You employee, you don't drink on job. I'm not working!
Nope.
No, I love all these people working together. Someone's going to end up with a broken tooth, and I don't even have to fix it.
Yep. We will be starting the day after tomorrow at this time. If you please sign here, 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 date, site, initial.
Whoa, slow down. I got the first one.
I fucking love Nestor.
Yeah, so it takes him way too long to figure out what his own name is and how to spell it.
Nestor, comment. Good.
Yeah, so you go through the general rigmarole, but Elric, Jackal, Zephyr, Rowan, and Odin all have a electric orange drink in front of you. Kind of like the same color that's in the bottle that in her token picture.
Should I be worried about this, Olga?
I don't hesitate. I just take.
Do you
a
have
drink
anything
of
to
it.
do later tonight?
We have to find an idiot.
She grabs like the drink and slowly brings it closer to her.
Okay, fuck it. I'll just take it.
Jackal already
Oh.
drank.
Roll a con save at
22.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. Okay.
Is that everyone?
Everybody at
disadvantage?
Whoever drank it.
Okay, I'm back. Holy shit.
Okay, hold on, wait.
Double 12s.
Oh wow! I killed myself.
Wait,
am
were we
not
supposed to
drinking.
roll a disadvantage?
You were, yeah.
You were.
Okay, good.
It's anyone who drinks the alcohol that Olga made.
Zephyr, did you drink?
I'm sorry, roll 20 is being interesting.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, you could
Feel
just
that.
simply decide not to drink because it's just two fighter idiots drinking alcohol served by the.
The other ma'am that's built like a brick shit house.
Actually,
You
it's a
know,
female.
I've seen enough shit with my
I
dog
said ma'am.
turning into
Oh,
other
ma'am.
creatures.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't need new visuals happening.
All right. Well, everybody who drank but Rowan,
Wow.
there's no
Oh.
finding the idiot tonight for you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
that was
They
before.
are. They're Jackal and Elric. Zephyr, did you drink or did you not?
Well, that was from before, but
You
know
can
what?
still say no. It's fine. I'm not gonna.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh no.
You failed. So Jackal, Elric, and
Sure.
Zephyr instantly bright red faces, goofy smiles. You guys are, what the fuck are they? Frat house party drunk.
Oh
Hold
god.
on.
White girl wasted.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna roll
Um,
one more to see if I actually stay conscious.
Weirdly, you can't fall asleep.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Does that mean Odin and I are on Jeff duty?
might
Basically,
be.
I can sober them up in a heartbeat, though. So if we need to, I can.
Okay. This is an odd drink.
What do you mean? This is the best drink. It tastes like lightning is running through me.
Callisti, as you walk up to Calhoun, she instantly starts rattling off a list of things that can be slightly improved to make ease of life.
Yep,
Uh,
yep. That's why I hired you.
The hinges need to be lowered about an inch each. The door frame is 3 centimeters too thick. In the winter, it's gonna swell, and people like us aren't gonna be able to open the fucking door.
Is there like a bell anywhere?
What do you want the bell for?
What kind?
Well, if they get too stupid, just
what I'm
tap on the
hiring
bell and
you
I'll
for.
tap them out.
Isn't that his job? I'm not on the
Mhm.
clock.
There you go. It's just the safer way, not knocking them out.
What would the bell do?
They tap it. They say, "Alright, I'm done," and then, well, I make sure they're done.
Usually done when the forehead hit the bar.
Well,
Jackal
some
just,
people don't like the feeling.
Jackal just weakly points over to Odin. He says, "He can do magic thing. I think."
Good
I
for you.
Head leads backwards. Why does my head feel like I'm in the skies?
Because
Jackal,
you
you're
are.
actually kind of hyper. It's all three of you are
hyper.
a lot of caffeine in these apparently.
What the fuck did you give us? Like real world talk. What the fuck did you give us?
I don't know, like vodka, Red Bull, but on insanity. It's,
Oh, so you
it's
gave us like Jaeger
Four Loco.
bombs,
You know what?
but on
Fuck it. I
me.
just gave you a Four Loco, the good version.
Oh god.
Where is
Oh,
the
I was
clock?
gonna say be a trash can.
There we go.
God, please not a trash
Actually-
can. I hate those.
No, we'll stick with Four Locos for now. She wanted it to taste good.
Yeah.
Yes, it tastes good, and I'm talking very fast, so he goes, "Yes, you can do magic really quickly."
I mean, I see no problem with it. It's the best stuff in the world. Like I said, it feels amazing to run through again. Like I have the strength of bull inside me. Even more bull, like two bull.
And do not worry,
Horrible.
Mr. Roden. If people like these two get out of hand in Ogle Bar, Ogle will break knees.
Well, my goal is to not have that happen, preferably.
What? That's good example for next idiot.
Well, I'd also like them to be able to walk out and then come back sometime within the next 3 months. What
Break
I'm
one
saying is
kneecap.
I prefer diplomacy and possibly a more peaceful solution over violence.
You may have hired the wrong bartender.
I think I'm
Seems
just the
good,
wrong
bartender.
cleric.
I'm pretty sure we hired the right bartender. He makes good drink, and that's all that matters, no?
Maybe
Ah,
Mr.
yes, that
Pendelbot
is.
will do talking. Olga does mixing.
Sure. I'm not saying you can't talk. You can discuss and make conversation.
No.
I'm just saying what I prefer to not break kneecaps. Yeah.
Do we think large gorilla is a good idea right now?
Yes.
I'm
No,
sorry.
stop.
Sorry.
Mm.
What?
Oh
I'm
my
ready
God.
to. Though.
Mel, tap out, tap out.
Oh my god, we haven't even opened. Please, no, no.
Is that for drunk
Am I fighting a gorilla?
Oh, wait. I might allow this.
That was meant to be a warning.
If any fighting's gonna happen, please take it upstairs to the ring. Callisti is literally like face
That's a lot of stairs.
Like,
Oh dear.
I mean, we should go hunt for Jeff. I'm pretty sure he looks for a good fight.
Maybe
Let's.
later when I have a character sheet.
Hmm.
Do you not have a Jeff character sheet?
No, I have Jeff's character sheet. I don't have fucking Nestor's.
Oh, okay. You're referring to the fighting. Okay, I was confused for a minute there.
Jeff has a character sheet.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to accompany us to find Jeff in the way that you are?
I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I just say a stupid thing and do what I normally do.
The worst that can happen is that we physically have to carry you home. Because what
I
if
don't
we
think
have to carry Jeff?
I'm not carrying you at all. I'm gonna drag you.
I mean, I don't think you can, small man. You're more doing the flippy and other things, not the big muscle man. Like this one.
Exactly.
And he points at Olga.
Exactly.
You guys can come along, but I'm not babysitting. I'm only on Jeff duty.
I'm babysitting. Come on.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're going hunting for Jeff while drunk. This is gonna be
Alright,
horrible.
so who's heading this expedition?
Me.
Oh,
Jack
we
will
know-
follow.
Alright, so
Yeah, same.
For drunk people.
Rowan, so with your ranger and tracking abilities, I will give you either an investigation or perception check at advantage.
Okay.
Sorry? There
You
we
said
go. That's it.
investigation or
Perception.
this is better.
I guess we should get this out of the way and let the employees.
Oh, I rolled that
work.
at normal.
Just
I'm
roll it again.
stupid. I'm on my way. I thought I clicked it. My mouse is being stupid.
Yeah, so since you already rolled once, don't toggle, but
Oh my
Oh.
god, you just.
Disgusting.
I don't listen well, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
17 would be the second rolls.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, definitely enough to find the tracks of
Oh,
Jeff.
dear.
Mainly because you go, hey, have you seen Jeff? And some guy down the street is like, yeah, I saw him. He's a great guy. He's down that way.
Right there.
And following the path of people who knew and saw Jeff is A, astounding, B, somewhat concerning, because you keep going farther into the eastern ward until
Oh.
you're pointed by a very shady looking man to a building with no lights on inside. No, the sign on the outside reads, the puppeteer shop.
Oh no.
What was he doing again?
We sent him away to do a job to find people. He said he knew a guy.
Guys, you're
To help us.
very loud.
And with this loud conversation happening outside, the door slowly opens, beckoning you inside.
No.
I'm gonna waltz right in.
Common
same.
sense has taught me
Wait,
when the door opens
guys.
just nonchalantly, we just don't walk in like that.
Why does this feel like one of those horror stories that my mods would tell me when I was a kid?
You're being a baby, Jackal. Come on.
Right before we go in, Callisti reaches over right outside the door and says, "Callisti was here. Date."
Oh my god.
if we're not out, if we're not found by, if it's not erased by X date, send help from the castle.
Should I? I feel like I should sober them up at this point.
So I don't have a token for this, but standing on top of the counter is a marionette.
Stop it. Does it look like Jeff?
No.
Okay, we're fine. I saw an episode of Criminal Minds or something like this, and it was crazy. So just
I
check.
swear to God, I
So-
hear Criminal Minds.
All of you see a marionette. Zephyr,
Oh no.
What?
you see this.
What the fuck?
Why
Oh,
me?
that's cool. That's really cool. It's really.
Welcome.
Mm,
What
Is the doll talking?
can the So when it's talking, the head is bobbing like it would be talking. What can the puppet do for you?
Guys, I think I found the drugs.
What now?
So what now?
I feel like
So when it speaks, the mouth doesn't move, but Zephyr, the eyes flash, like with a flash of green when it begins to create sound.
I feel like I should be rolling something.
I'm gonna assume that everyone is seeing what I'm seeing because
No, we see the puppet.
I know.
Yeah, but that's what he's
but
assuming.
there's nothing
Oh, yeah.
to indicate
Yeah.
that you're not seeing what I'm seeing yet. So
True.
Yeah, Jackal just outwardly said, "Is the doll talking?"
it's not a doll.
I'm gonna like elbow Odin and be like, answer it.
Oh, this is my. Oh, I suppose
Where-
I'm the babysitter. Howdy. We're looking for a kind gentleman named what was his name again?
Jeff.
Jeff Jefferson.
Jeff. We're looking for Jefferson, and we were pointed in the direction of this shop. It seems like you got some fine goodies here too. If you wouldn't mind, we're just carousing and looking
Jeff
for Jeff.
did show up the other day,
The other day.
asking something about an item that had been stolen.
Stolen.
No.
Now I know this isn't my business to pry in, but what was this item? Maybe we can help in some way.
It was not stolen from me. Jeff was looking for an object.
Well, I'd assume that, but
And he came to me because he knows what I deal in.
You deal in puppet talking.
lost and found.
Roll a perception.
Yeah, you can.
So,
Fuck.
It's a puppet.
can I insight?
General, but
Can I insight the fucking the what I deal in comment?
Try, but there's really been no information to insight off of.
Well, I'm gonna try and use the information that is given around me. Boom. Okay, no information
That makes
given.
sense.
Kind of makes sense. Yeah, you don't know what it deals in, but it's creepy.
Can you fix me now? I'm confused.
Why are you confused?
Are you tapping out?
I'm tapping out.
All right, I'll
All
go
right,
over and
I'll
cast
just-
Lesser
I'll just-
Restoration on him. You're no longer drunk. Smile.
It's now clearly there.
I don't suppose anything changed yet, did it?
Nope.
No.
I wish I were drunk for this.
I am, but I'm just seeing like, oh my God, there's a talking doll. But I don't want to pick it up. But I do
Jackal
want
will
to pick
just
it up.
I think
Jack-
you did.
Jackal will get a little bit closer to the doll because he does not see this creature behind him. Just says, "Question, but what exactly did Jeff ask to look for?"
An item not common in this world. Something that's traveled the plains and ended up here.
Oh no. I think I
Does
know
Jeff
what it
have?
is.
Does he have the brain capacity to ask for that?
That doesn't sound like the Jeff. Jackal kind of moves around. We know. We asked him to go look for some people to hire.
No, you didn't.
I think.
No, we asked him to go drum up business for us.
No, you didn't.
What did we ask him? I actually
We
forget.
did send him to go do something.
What? Okay, guys, think about it. Jeff's asking for an item that is missing. What item that is missing that might be important?
Oh. Yes.
Oh, the gemstone for Sir Pendleton.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
the
god.
Doken? Or the Dosen?
Yeah.
dumb.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Oh, Dosen's traveled. Ah, I got that's a good one, Jeeves. That was funny. Okay.
Like, no, that's
You're
not what you
good.
guys sent
You're
Jeff to do, actually.
Yeah. I forgot what realm it was called.
But since Callisti has keen mind, I just gave it to you. But I wanted to, play with you a little bit.
Oh, of course, no problem.
Oh, see, he's not a. See, Jeff is
the
not
players
bad.
actually forgot.
See, Jeff isn't a bad guy. He just went to go fix Pendleton's brain. That's a good thing.
I wouldn't paint him a bad guy even if he wasn't looking for that. I mean, I don't know. Well, don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, a few select words can't,
The
define
Warforged
'em.
has its brain. It's missing its soul.
Mm-hmm. Right. So,
As the puppet gestures around the room. And Callisti, this is probably about when your detect magic starts going off. And this place looks like the necromantic workshop back at home. Like grandma
God.
grandma would love coming here. Grandma might have been here before.
So, any leeway direction where he went off to, or
I told him about a issue that I have with a denizen that should not be here. I believe he went to go try and relinquish them.
Oh, are you referring to the pain lady?
huh?
No, I would not send an imbecile to go fight a god.
Right. And Jackal's looking at the doll. Would you kindly, I guess, let us know which, or, well, I guess we can assist Jeff. Odin, I'm gonna tap
Why
out.
should I
feel
do
really-
that?
Jackal
don't-
pauses for a good moment. It's like we're looking for Jeff.
Because we asked nicely. I say as I like step behind Elric.
That's the spirit.
I don't think that's going to work.
Don't see why not.
Plus,
We're
we-
talking to a giant doll. I don't think just asking nicely to a doll that talks is.
It's
the way
not
to
giant.
go.
It's
Okay,
like
well, small. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with the doll. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and Jackal's like we did sort of sent him to find an item and did not expect it to take so long, so we worried. Want to
Mm.
go help him.
I don't mean to interrupt, but if you deal in this kind of stuff, then I'm assuming you knew where it was, so you know where you sent him. Could you just at least point him in the direction that we're going, so you can probably catch up to him? I don't know what he paid you, but I'm sure we can find a similar price.
if Who are willing?
Is it gold? Like currency?
We don't deal with gold.
Oh, well, our Rowan here actually has a fine amount of trade goods if you'd like to trade some goods. We got what was it, a sword? We got a rock too.
An orb floats down and is placed on the table as the marionette. Like it was the doll pointed at it and it started coming in that direction. Zephyr, you saw the hand reach out, pick it up, and place it down. And go
What?
back to puppeteering.
Oh, so I see the doll too.
Yeah, so you see the doll, like, so you pretty much see that image. Like there's the puppet and the puppeteer.
Puppet mess. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought I was seeing just him.
No, yeah. So you see the gigantic
during
puppeteer.
During this, I'm looking above the doll while all of you are looking at it.
Yeah.
Jack,
What
I'm not
is-
noticing it.
What does the orb do? Is it special?
When an entity passes beyond, instead, soul will be trapped in here. If you are willing to fill this for me, I will give you the information on where Jeff is.
Question: Does it look like the same orbs we saw before?
No.
Down in. Okay, that's what I want to make sure. From when we were down in the sewers, if it was.
This one actually looks much more refined than those. Like this is like those were jagged pieces of crystal. This is like a crystal ball.
Absolutely not. No, thank you. Have a great day. And I'm just gonna walk out.
Hey, what are we trying to take care of? Callisti turns. How old is your graveyard dirt that you sourced, or the graveyard that you sourced this dirt from?
Centuries.
Jack will slowly back away from
The marionette looks like it hops down, but it walks over to where Callisti is and then climbs up the shelf. But Zephyr, you see as the entity has already floated over and is staring Callisti in the face.
Oh.
That is from the first Dragon War. One of the heroes' graves himself.
Don't even.
Do your soul cages only come inscribed in this way, or can we get them inscribed custom?
Custom work costs extra. You are quite knowledgeable for one so young.
Callisti kind of turns. Well, I am a Duskhaven.
Duskhaven that doesn't have the sight. And then like quickly the head turns over to you, Zephyr, but you do. Don't you?
I'm really confused. What site?
Like the head slowly turns. Do you follow it with your eyes?
If it's his head, yeah.
Yeah. Like the entity's body.
Yeah.
The rest of your friends only see, and he dangles the puppet, like switches it back and forth. But you.
Is the puppet flying? That's... Wow.
Okay, so you guys, I think, can't see him, but the puppet is not who's talking.
Wait.
I mean, I kind of figured out that there was something,
I'm just dealing with this weird alcoholism that apparently this is called drunkenness. I think I'm seeing a flying talking puppet.
So,
Yeah, you're a flying talking puppet.
yeah, with that and the now full recollection of what's going on, Callisti, you can roll me a Arcana check at advantage. This is what's called a puppeteer. They live. They're very neutral entities. Actually, like they usually either blend into society by taking over a human, or the the older ones can begin to project a vocalization by mental. And with the way this one speaks, it's quite eloquent, and you're pretty sure this one's very, very old. But they're usually pretty harmless. They want to trade souls, and not. They usually, again, in your line of work, usually are a good source of batteries, for better, for loss of a better word.
Well, I see. Callisti like turns and now she's kind of looking up at where Zephyr is. What are we trying to capture for you, sir?
A Bodak.
Oh,
A
you want
bourgeois?
us to go after a Bodak?
He's been living in the old bookstore for quite some time. But infuriating, really. I don't care about his soul. I want him dead.
By old bookstore, do you mean is it inhabited currently, or, well, excluding the Bodak?
Nothing
Is it
inhabits
business?
near a Bodak.
Well, I wanted to make sure. Well, if you want it gone, and that will give us information on Jeff. However, tonight is not a good time to go after a Bodak, if I'm remembering my work correctly.
You have time. I could tell Mr. Jefferson hasn't passed on yet.
Wait,
Is that what he's doing?
He
Or attempting to do? Find?
I'd like to insight
Alright.
about what he knows about Jeff. Like, is Jeff and the Bodak connected at the moment?
damn.
They're not.
So, Jackal, still dealing with the pangs of the effects of the drink. A Bojack. Yeah. What the heck's a Bojack? Sounds like some sort of weird southern
It's
tool
undead.
or. Oh, what now?
It's an undead.
A lonely soul that died angry. Didn't want to pass on.
The fact that there's one inside the city is not a good sign. They're very dangerous.
And it's in a library.
A bookstore.
Oh. Sorry.
Why
Bookstore.
would someone die angry in the bookstore? Did they get sad that the prices were too jacked up?
Or probably didn't read the romance novel they wanted to read.
Callisti looks kind of very seriously in contemplation.
And Jackal is, for the first time in front of everybody, is actually drunk. Just letting his particular sass words coming out more.
Mr. Elric,
Mm,
can your new javelin be adapted into a harpoon?
I wouldn't see why not. It's warped with some gold. Just need a little chain on top.
How much daylight do we have left?
Not much. It's pretty close to the end of the day.
I don't think we have time for this today unless we really want to fight it on a bad territory. How far away is this bookstore, Mr. Puppeteer?
The puppet points out the door and pretty much just down the way, but you guys are in the back streets of Gravencliff. About a 15-minute walk. The sun will be gone by then, though.
Will Jack survive? Or, nah, I don't want to keep saying Jack.
Jeff.
Will Jeff, is Jeff in danger enough to where we need to do this tonight? Oh, shit. Can we wait until the sun is capable?
No. Jeff is upholding his end of our bargain.
So Jeffson, wait. Jackal's finally putting it all together. Jeff is dealing with this undead Bodak thingy and crap.
Why do you want a Bodak soul?
I don't want its soul. It's causing untimely death, and that's not what I deal in. Unless it's deserved.
Heck with it. Let's go. We can't let our idiot die.
Right now? I'm still trying to figure out if I'm drunk, even though I know I'm not. This is a lot.
I don't think I'm in the best fighting condition, and Odin is right now sitting outside the store, so we may have to, for once, and I hate that I'm saying this with a serve of caution, not go in with everything going off all at once.
Well, if we had more time, we could drag it out into the sunlight, which would help weaken it, but...
So, what are we just gonna wait and then hear the news that Jeff died an untimely death because we sort of sent them out to find what we should have been looking for?
Well, I'm not.
I mean, yes, I'm not in whatever weird condition I put myself in. Damn it, Elric, how do you keep drinking these things and go day to day with this condition?
I was raised by dwarfs.
Jackal just blinks once, blinks twice, and just does not compute it.
What does the orb do?
It's a siphon. You know those as if an evil entity dies near them, they, instead of going to hell, the soul will be trapped inside of the orb.
Callisti picks it up. Granny said never face a Bodak in the night.
Are we about to?
If you wanna say-
Unless you have.
Uh,
And the head slowly turns to Odin outside. A light bringer with you.
I'm only bringing.
If we can bring a bright light,
All right.
especially radiant energy, we might survive this.
I can do that.
I'll go. I'll go talk to Odin, and Jackal will head out to inform Odin what's about to happen. And he comes out. Odin, Odin.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently there's evil undead creature in bookstore. 15 minutes away. Our compatriot buddy Jeff, he's about to go. Apparently fight that thing. I think
And we're
because-
gonna what?
go save him. I know.
The soul.
It's
The soul.
soul.
Well, you called it a soul. You said evil spirit.
Yeah, it's Bodak, something like that. It started with a B.
Bodak.
History. And or religion?
At
question mark?
advantage. History or religion at advantage.
Fuck yeah. Guys,
America.
believe it or not, the priest is half
Fuck
decent at religion.
yeah.
Does the player know what a Bodak is?
No.
All right. A Bodak is an entity that died in incredible sorrow. They, the main thing is, as you and Callisti both know, they have an aversion to sunlight, but they're a bit tricky because when anybody makes, they have a, whenever anybody is in their view, some people have a chance of instant death.
And we're gonna go kill it.
Oh, at the very least,
We're gonna
try to save
capture.
Jeff.
And this is just to figure out where Jeff is. Oh, can't we just find other methods of finding Jeff? I'm sure the
No,
church would be more than happy to just scry on him.
No, that's what I was trying to say. Jeff is going towards the Bodak.
So why don't we just meet Jeff? Tell Jeff not to go in. We can go to the church, or maybe something else that can deal with it, and then we can handle the Bodak. I have no capability of resurrecting the dead. Absolutely not. I don't have the power. So
We just
you can take 1,000 blows, and I'd be more than happy to put you up to tip-top shape. But as soon as you die, well, there's not much I can do for you.
I mean, we just had to use light on it, right? Isn't that not simple?
In a way.
It's definitely, you know that it needs more than the light cantrip. It needs something that creates sunlight.
And sunlight isn't something that I can just create. That's something for the much higher powers of my churches, as well as fellow blessed. You would need someone much stronger, but sadly I'm not one of them. And if Jeff is on the way, why do we're killing it to get information on Jeff? Is that what I'm hearing right?
Because in a way, we indirectly are the cause of it. We sent
how?
Jeff to go find information on Sir Pendleton, the robot guy's soul, and Jeff found himself here and struck a deal to go deal with, I think, the Bodak, and yeah.
So why don't we tell him to wait? We go get someone much better, and then we go back.
We can do that. Just
That
gotta
would
find
be
Jeff.
amazing. Find Jeff first, and I can probably deal with the rest. Probably, I don't know, someone with the ability to do sunlight. Hell, they can probably cast a sunbeam. Just fucking get rid of the entire thing entirely. One spell. Gone.
I don't know anything about those spells.
Big sun. It's literally a beam of sun. You can't get it wrong, boy. It's It's a sun. Take the sun, but make it a cylinder.
Right. So I guess while we're all
Perfect.
chatting here, we should probably use that time to get over there and try to find Jeff before he boldly steps into the, well, foolishly steps into the bookstore.
Probably. Just
I mean, it would kill him pretty instantly.
or it
was
insta kills all of us,
podcast.
and we just die.
And I think that is a beautiful place to end it for the week.
Dope. I'm dying.
Disgusting.
I would like to thank you all for showing up. My name is Jeebus the Dingus. Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. All the same.
Oh god.
All
Oh, yeah.
right. Oh,
It's my.
Go.
Forgot it was me. I'm DM Mariner. Or bleh. I'm Mariner. I'm DM Mariner on Twitter, where my throat isn't as sore and I'm probably not as tired. And
Good.
also, I stream on Twitch at Transpace Mariner. So yeah, words. Whoever wants to go next.
All right. I am Miser, DM of the Into the Wildlands. I play as Jackal here in Drake Salvation, and Fangs on Blades in One in the Chamber. I don't have any social medias for the time being, but you can find me on Mariner's campaign or Jeeves' campaign, or me running the Into the Wildlands, torturing my 4 players into.
Torture is not the word I would use. I would use something far worse.
Okay, yes, I know. I have a sadistic streak. On to the next.
Well, if nobody else wants to talk about themselves, we thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you next week.
Yeah, where we fight a Bodak and we instant TPK the party.
Hell yeah.